Sorry for the delay.
It's all good.
Nah, you're fine. You're fine. It happens. It gave me like an extra second to like shovel food in my mouth, so I
Excellent. I
do
will
not.
be doing that sporadically.
So yeah, I'm not gonna begrudge you that for sure. Okay, so brief recap of last time. Literally, you might notice that there are many dead bullywugs around us, including Mr. Spattergoo himself. I think last time you killed... Hold on, let me make the tally of just giant frogs. You guys killed like 14 giant frogs last session, along with upwards almost 24 bullywugs and a bunch of centipedes that kind of just happen to get in the way. Not to mention, Lyral, you would have seen that Captain Guppy, somehow a bunch of pixies and flumps kept appearing and exploding for him while he was raging. So that was something. I don't think anyone's confronted you about it
yet. The necrotic tendrils.
Oh yeah, you did unleash like a pulse of necrotic energy that hit like every single enemy in the room.
Okay.
Well, I should clarify, while in a rage, that this is when this occurred. In terms of different locations searched, really, you guys got some of that treasure that was in the slime, the Grey Ooze room, which I think the last session you were in, it had jumped Willa like right at the end. Paladin, stop being a butt. You've explored a fair section of the tunnels now. Most of it kind of all just led back to this big central chamber where they were training the giant frogs. Still haven't figured out what the mysterious Circle of Runes does, like all the way in this top corner of the map. Although now that Spattergoo is out of his weird church place, you could probably investigate there without much fear of reprisals. And in general, you guys have pretty much cleared out all the monsters down here. Like, you don't hear any... If anyone was left, they would have come to attack you during this short rest. So I think everyone can go ahead and mark a short rest and use what resources they would like. Because there's no one left to stop you, really.
So I don't... You should know, by the way, Lyral, that they don't like being around this fire, the bullywugs, which is why we decided to rest around here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Lyral, you should also know that your character figured out that Captain Guppy was completely wrong about that.
Okay.
And in fact, despite that statement, when Captain Gully first talked to the bullywugs in here, they were like sitting around the campfire.
I'm still convinced that they are.
Yeah, I mean,
So I don't actually know what a short rest does.
Yeah, sorry, let me clarify. It was something I had to get used to when I started doing more 5e. So basically, if you look at your sheet, Captain Guppy, below like the health point pool, you can see hit dice. It'll be like 5 out of 5 currently. Yeah. During a short rest, you basically take an hour, and you can spend any of those hit dice you want, and you click the words hit dice, and it'll roll whatever your dice is. For you, it's a d12 plus your con, and you get that back.
Okay.
You can do it one at a time.
Oh, I can do one at a time.
Yeah, you don't have to... I think the official rule is you have to like declare how many you want first, but I've literally, in like 7 years, never seen any DM adhere to that rule. So I will say, before you spend any more, because you spent 2, the trade-off is, on a long rest, you only get back half your hit dice rounded down. The point of this is to simulate, like, multiple days of adventuring is going to tire you out. So, like, let's say you spent all 5 of your hit dice right now on this short rest.
Yeah.
Or, like, you spent them during multiple short rests throughout today. After you woke up tomorrow morning, you would only have 2 hit dice to spend for the rest of tomorrow.
After a what?
After a long rest. So throughout the day,
a long rest uses up a hit dice.
A long rest restores hit dice, but it doesn't restore all of them. That's the problem.
I see.
So the question is, do you spend all of yours in one day? Because then tomorrow morning you're only going to get back like 2.
Does a long rest also heal me?
A long rest also heals you to full automatically. It just goes straight to full.
I see. Okay. And before we rested, did Lyral have any extra spells that she could use to heal us?
I don't get them back on a short rest.
You do have some...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't get them back on a short rest because you're a cleric, but at the end of the day, that is always a good plan. Is like if you have healing slots left, throwing some out. Or actually, at the end of the day, you're just gonna sleep and get them all back because this is not Pathfinder.
Right.
Ignore me.
Well, but it's still good to do in case you get jumped in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have definitely been jumped in the night a few times.
Okay, and what else do I get back?
For you as a barbarian, let me make sure. You only get your rages back on a long rest.
Oh fuck!
It's rough.
Yo, we should have taken a long rest.
Yeah. However, I believe. Let me double check your other ability. Magical awareness is also a long rest.
All right. Well, all right. Cool.
Barbarians are very much like you're extremely powerful when you're using up your resources, but once you use them up, you're tired.
Right. Hey, y'all, this was a very refreshing short rest we just had. I think we should sleep some more.
Head back to sleep. I feel like there wasn't a lot of plot advancement last time, just a lot of killing. But if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. I also think we left off before you looted anyone. Not that the bullywugs have a lot of shit, but Spattergoo might have some shit.
Yeah, I want to check out Spattergoo, see if he like text on him or anything.
Gotcha, okay. Let me just pop up his stat sheet. There we go.
Can you hear me talk right now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right.
Should I not be able to?
Yeah, my cough button on my mic isn't working for some reason.
Oh,
So I'm probably
that's
using the wrong microphone.
Ooh.
Let me.
You sound a little more echoey than normal, so it might be a different mic.
How's this?
You sound a little quieter, but it sounds clearer.
And can you hear me after this sentence?
I cannot hear you anymore if you're currently talking.
Okay, cool. The mic is now working. Do you need me to turn up the gain?
No, I think that sounds fine.
Okay, cool.
I think you're solid. Outstanding. Okay. Michael, I take it back. Captain Guppy is gonna get a you get a rage back.
One?
Yeah, let me so the chat reteamed do it again.
Yo.
So basically, it's either you gain an expended. I'm double checking my own writing now at this point. I'm going crazy. Yeah, an expended spell or an additional use of like an X per day ability.
Excellent.
Nice.
Yeah. So
whoever in chat, you're a real one.
J-Boz, excellent. The flying boy will be angry once more. There is no stopping his rage. Truly. But Darval, as you're looking over. Farblex, right?
Spattergoo.
Yeah. That's his full name. You know, I almost said his full Christian name, but that's like could not be farther from the truth. He does. All right, so he does have on him. He has a suit of studded leather and a shield. If anyone needs a shield or studded leather, still. Additionally. He has and I don't know who would most benefit from this. He has a +1 spear.
And we should take the spear out of the way for no other reason to sell it, but I have a +1 sword, so I think I'm fine without it. As for the studded leather, wasn't your armor damage at one point?
We thought it was, but we determined that since it's magic armor, the ooze was incapable of damaging it. And a magic weapon Guppy would basically, if a thing had resistance to piercing, it would like get by that because it's magic.
Gotcha.
And some monsters will have like basically resistance to most stuff unless it's magical, so it lets melee people get by it. And then same thing as Pathfinder, you get like +1, +2, +3 weapons, etc., etc. All right. Apart from the +1 spear, he does also have 25 gold pieces on him.
5 to everyone, I guess.
Yeah, it does divide nicely.
Yeah, okay.
All right, let's see. That is pretty much all he has on him at the moment. So in terms of directions, you guys haven't gone yet. You did see a few bullywugs come out of like this little tunnel down to the south that you haven't explored. You know there is a bit more to like the big frog cave over to the west that could be explored. And if you go back up through that top entrance, you know that that's leading back around to like the worship place and the runic circle and stuff.
Quickly, if no one's taking the puzzle and spear, I'm gonna throw it in the loot sheet.
All right, yep, toss that in the loot sheet then.
I thought you were gonna throw it in the river.
I kicked that map in the fucking river. That map was useless. Alright. So, what is the game plan?
Thought it was taking a long rest.
I mean, you could, yeah, I guess you could try. It's not exactly nighttime yet. It is like, after all of your shenanigans, I believe it's like 3 in the afternoon.
It's a little early for that. That boat, we go investigate the church area. See the blast meat they've been cooking up.
Okay.
Fair. Walker, were you going to say something? I thought I heard you, but I wasn't sure.
So first of all, if we're resting, I vote to not do that in the same place and make the same mistake as earlier. Also, second, if we're wanting to explore a little bit more, am happy to do the going ahead scouting night dark vision thing.
Waka, I don't know, but we've been resting here for like, how long is a short rest? 2 hours?
An hour. So you did do an hour safely. But
Yeah, we've been
an
doing
hour
like
and
an
8
hour.
hours are two different
I think
beasts.
it's pretty clear that they're scared of fire.
Or that they're all dead.
No, I'm down to keep going.
Alright, so Willie, you said you're going to scout which direction are you scouting?
Where do you guys want me to scout? Do you want me to scout the tunnel?
Which tunnel?
I think the one to the south, I assume, is where you're, the little one?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I also check that out. I'm echoing.
Yeah, pretty bad.
I think we all are.
I think it...
Window. You.
Yeah, it's me. I'm turning my phone down.
Oh, okay, I can't hear it anymore. I was gonna say it was either Mundo or Waka were the ones that I think it was coming from one of the two. But if you're scouting down there, go ahead and give me a stealth check, Willa. Alright, you can go ahead and move down there to investigate. My sister choosing a poor time to call me.
Do I see anything at this point?
So in that point, you see there is a small pool kind of cut off from the rest of the lake. Like they wouldn't be able to swim through it to the larger body. It is currently filled with tadpoles about the size of like your leg.
Whoa.
Apart from that, that appears to be all that's in here. It looks like maybe they had to keep the tadpoles separate to keep them safe from the bigger frogs.
Okay. And if I go just a little bit closer to the edge, it's still the same?
Yeah, I think without needing much more of a check, it's just kind of full of tadpoles.
Okay. Okay, I'll go tell everybody that that's what's in this direction.
Alright.
Kill the younglings.
Kill the younglings, yeah. Just go
Do you
full
want me
Anakin.
to go... Do you want me to go to the left?
I'd say I would say I'm gonna save you some time on the frog room itself. Not a lot in here to see at this point.
Okay.
It's really just like there's a larger beach over to the side. I think you saw it when you first investigated it a while ago. It was just where they were training the frogs.
Okay. Cool. So what do we want to do now?
I still want to investigate the church
All right.
more.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
If you're going to the temple, that is up this way, and then to your left.
Do you want me to lead, or what's the plan?
Yeah, if you want to scout ahead, that's probably a good idea.
My God will protect me.
I'd say, Will, as you kind of get to the juncture here, since you have such long dark vision, I think you pretty much assess that no one is left up here. You guys can go ahead pretty without needing much caution anymore.
Okay.
When you go back upstairs, that'll be a different story, but at least for now.
Okay.
All right, as you guys begin approaching this room down here, that's where the church is, or at least where they were praying. This area looks like Farblex kind of turned it into a shrine of like this distorted notions of religion that he had. There's niches in the walls filled with carvings of frogs, ranging from the size of a fist to the size of a large pumpkin. Larger carvings sit on the floor. Crude renderings of frogs are scratched on the walls around the niches and colored in with various chalks. If anyone would like to make a religion check as you look around.
About to ask that. I'm curious if I've ever encountered a frog deity in my studies. Oof.
Can you roll if you don't have points in something?
Yeah, you can. Okay. Darval and Guppy, it's not enough to really know much about them. But you do recognize that these are, or at least contain elements of design consistent with two different gods. The first of which is Shar, who is like the goddess of darkness and night. Often seen as the malevolent twin counterpart to Saloon, the goddess of the moon. Heresy ensues.
I mentioned that to Laryl. What should we do? Should we destroy this area?
Like crude drawings. I doubt it would be a problem.
The other thing it's representing is Gonadaur. Gonadaur. Yeah. Sorry, I had to read the pronunciation guide on that one. Or, okay, alright, that's not helpful. I hate when pronunciation is like, it's this, or Gonador, I guess is the other one. Gonador is like the god of like abominations and slimes. If there's something like rotten, like a banana rotting off, or just something slimy and gross, you can always find Gonador there. Some of the other titles are the Witch, That Which Lurks, the Elder Eye, and the Lord of Slime.
How do you think you become God of Slime?
I would imagine like not in any wholesome way.
But imagine if it were.
Well, like the lawful good god of slime?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen in any version a slime deity that was not at least some type of evil. I guess slime just goes hand in hand with evilness.
I mean, who do we know who likes slime? Children.
Preschoolers.
Children!
Pure children. Am I wrong?
I mean, you're not wrong. My kid played with
You're
slime
not
for
wrong.
like 45 minutes the other day. Alright.
I feel like
Go ahead.
I feel like the god of slime's got to be associated with like Nickelodeon, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, like if the cleric says the secret slime word, everyone gets slimed? Outstanding.
Yeah, the video everyone gets slime.
That's going to be the new addition of the stream, is that there's actually a secret slime word. And then I just mail... I was going to say just mail all participants a tub of slime. It's extremely inefficient. Alright, so you guys, with those low checks, not super confident about any more than just the identities of these. Yeah. Apart from that, unless you want to do anything in this chamber specifically, you see there is also one little side chamber you had to notice before, kind of just off to the southwest of the of his like religious sanctum.
Before we do that, can I just kind of take my sword, just scratch all these pictures a bit?
Oh yeah, they rub off pretty easily. The chalk parts do, and then you can just cut through a lot of the actual carvings. It's pretty soft stone.
Nice. Easy to do. I do that.
Excellent. All right. Peering into that next room, I think from those angles, you guys can see a bit in there now. It looks like this was probably Farblex's like personal room. You can see a few trappings, like a bedroll. There's like a large mud-covered chair and reading table. As you guys go all the way in, you'll be able to see all the stuff. So the large chair, mud-covered chair, reading table. There's a box of candles and a wooden chest. On the reading table, there are 2 books, which I think as you guys picked them up, you realize these are 2 spell books, which he wouldn't have even been able to use. So he either killed someone or stole these.
Well, nothing to see here. Let's move on.
And then there is a small wooden chest in the corner as well. Everyone give me a perception check as we go through all of his belongings.
Can I take the books?
Yeah, you can take the books.
Cool. I will take the books then.
All right.
Which books you talking about?
It was there was 2 spell books on the table.
That's a lot of gold.
It is. It doesn't list the exact spells. If you guys decide to use them for something, I can randomly generate the spells. But you could also just sell them. These are the respective books.
Whoa.
Willa and Leral thankfully roll high enough. I think I'm echoing a bit again. You both realize that if the chest is not opened properly, a bunch of clay pots are going to drop from the ceiling.
Do they have slime in them?
Hard to tell without bringing one down. But you could, now that you can see it, you could make a check to try and like disable this trap. That'd be with thieves' tools. You could also attempt to a sleight of hand as well.
Could we just move the chest without opening it?
It's like a tripwire base. Like if you move the chest or open it, it's gonna like go off.
Okay.
And only one of us. It's only going to be one check.
Yeah, it's pretty much like either you make it or you don't, because it's like a single tripwire.
Okay. Can Willa help me make the check or no?
Yeah, you could help give us the assist action, do with advantage.
Yeah. So, okay, so she's gonna assist me. That's with Thieves' Tool is Dex, right? I think so. Nice.
Okay, give me 1 second. One secundo.
I'm not sure what.
Okay. So that is going to open the chest. And inside... where is it? There we go. Okay. As you are opening chest, first of all, Captain Guppy seems a bit entranced by one of the pots. And after, like, prodding it, one of the pots does fall down out of the 6. In the chest itself... Sorry, I think I'm catching my kid's cold. My throat's just kind of dry. We'll deal with the pot after this. But in the chest, you do see that he has gathered just a bunch of various wealth in here. And then there are also, weirdly, some more of those clay pots that are just kind of stored in here. Guppy, as you touch the pot, I'm going to roll a dice for this, it falls to the floor and breaks open. Guppy, I need you to give me a Constitution save as a puff of grayish-green dust gets in your face.
There we go.
Okay. You, for the next 2 minutes, as you look around, the walls start to morph and drip slime, and you begin to panic. Is this the god of slime returning? And then you see, emerging from these wet walls, nightmarish, frog-like monstrosities, which gather around you and start to box you into a corner. You spend about 2 minutes cowering in this top left corner, as hallucinated slime frogs croak and yell at you and stomp all over you.
Wait, I thought Guppy couldn't see because no dark vision.
Darval, I believe, is still glowing.
Oh, okay.
We lit a light after you left.
Okay.
Which I assume I left on if you can still see which corner I was indicating, Guppy.
Yes.
Alright. I would say he's... One second. I would say as he's doing that, now that you've opened it, first of all, there is 50 gold in there. Second of all, I would say Waka and Willa, since you guys opened it, give me a nature check to see if you can see what these clay pots are, and potentially, knowing what they are, you can get them down from the ceiling. All right.
Yeah, do it.
We love the consistency. On a 12, I don't think you're sure exactly what kind, but this does contain some sort of hallucinogen. Basically, if you wanted to, you could just throw these pots like poison grenades, and there's a 50% chance that it breaks open when it's thrown, and the like hallucinogen would get all over whoever you threw it at.
Nice.
Notably, I would say on a 12, since you both got it, notably, if you set more than one of them off in the same spot, the DC to resist it will increase as more and more hallucinogen is like sprayed around.
All right.
Then, Guppy, what were you saying now that that was explained?
After it's worn off, I'd like to take an action.
What action do you want to take?
As long as nothing else... Are y'all doing anything in the meantime?
Are we dividing the gold up between the 5 of us?
Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't we?
Presumably, yeah.
Well, for now.
They'd have like 2 minutes to get that all.
What do you mean for now?
Well, we'll discuss it.
You want more payments for your services?
That's right.
I'll give you more payments in the form of a bolt in your face.
I mean, if you'd like to try.
Even shares.
If you want to
Even
try.
shares. Even shares. All right.
Even shares.
So assuming you get the pots down from the ceiling during that 2 minutes as well, you guys would gather... Math. You guys would gather 8 more pots of hallucinogen.
Did we want to collect the pots?
Up to you guys. They're there and you know what they are. Up to you whether you grab them or not.
Yeah, I'll ask the party if they want us to collect them.
Presumably, I'm still just swinging my axe in a corner, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I think this is during the 2 minutes that you're just full freaking out in the corner. Lyral and Darval, what's the consensus? Do you guys think you would want to keep these poison grenades or no?
I don't think I need them personally, but if you all want them, you should take them.
I don't want them. Do you want them?
Sounds like there's not much desire for them. As you kind of like carefully...
Yeah, it's kind of dangerous to just carry those things, you know what I mean?
That's fair. Yeah, so you carefully like disable the trap, put all the pots off of the ceiling so they're not just going to fall on you.
Yeah. And we might, after finish clearing it, we might come back for them just to sell them, but
all right, that's
I don't want to carry them with me.
Fair take. All right, so you guys spend the 2 minutes. I think that's about how long it would take to like disable this trap, bring them all down safely. Guppy, you start to come out of your strange hallucination. The walls begin to go back to normal. You look around, and the frog-like monstrosities have vanished.
Holy shit, that was wild. Did you all see those?
Yes.
Give me a deception check. Said it with such confidence, too.
Against 14.
This would be insight versus deception is the one that you count.
Insight?
Yeah.
My bad. I didn't know that was a thing.
I'd say, considering you triple the value, I'd say you're pretty convinced that Lyral saw the frog monsters.
So I'm so confused now. Did you take a hit of these two?
Yeah, I assume you gesture like at the pots.
Yeah, these pots here.
Yeah, it was kind of cool.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. I think I'm gonna call it pot.
so stupid.
I'm gonna take another hit.
Great idea.
I'm gonna manhandle another pot.
Right, you go to where they've disabled the traps and kind of just crack the wax seal on one. I'd say give me another Constitution save. That is a success this time. You were extremely close last time with a 13.
Oh, so I don't feel anything?
I think you feel like, colors get a little distorted, bit of a good vibe for a couple of minutes, but you're not seeing, like, horrible frog monsters everywhere.
Alright, how many of these are there?
There were 8 left, I believe.
Alright.
So now,
7.
now there are 7. Pot X7.
Yep, alright, that's what I got.
Right, you start shoveling them into your adventuring bag. Alright, well, I'm going to keep note of that for if something throws you against a wall. That might just go off. Apart from that, let me go back to our previous checks around the room here. The immediate issue was the traps. However, Lyral and Willa, again, you guys did notice something else as well, which it looks like Splattergoo was attempting to create maybe a journal or record of some kind, learn how to jot down his thoughts. But he has a few papers of his personal wisdom if you want to try to read through them.
Sure. That sounds fun.
Alright, as you read through, he is clearly, for posterity's sake, trying to do it in both Common and Bullywug, so that people will recognize Spattergoo's greatness. I would say go ahead and give me an investigation check, or just a plain intelligence check as you read through it. 18. Alright. Through all of his insane ravings, you do piece together something of value, which is what that circle is being used for in the upper room. He doesn't use it in so many words. He just says it's like the go-away spot, but you put together that is a permanent teleportation circle.
Okay.
Although he does not seem to know where it's going, he just calls it like the go-away spot, and that sometimes people will go there and disappear, and then sometimes they come back.
Okay. I will inform the others of this. Yeah.
All right. Up to you guys.
Is it like active?
You would assume from like the feeling you guys got when you're in there, it's active. I would say if anyone wants to make an Arcana check to try to figure out like how typically do these circles work. Okay, 10. I would say Captain Guppy, because you can have some of the same vein of this happen to you, even though it's unintentional. You would know that likely because it looks like if someone wrote it down, it's probably better than the way you do it, so it can go very far. Willa, not only do you know that these can travel great distances, they are usually restricted to either only working for certain people or working with a command word.
Still think we need to sacrifice some bullywugs on top of it.
Honestly, I think Spattergoo
right.
is such a psycho. Some of the ravings are like, today marks the third night I've sacrificed some of my tribe to the go-away spot, and yet they do not go away. More research needed.
Okay.
Just a super fucked up scientific method.
Okay. Is there anything in this area of his that has to do with either of the deities that he carved a bunch of symbols into the wall about?
I would say there's probably like some gross, like, maybe it's mud, maybe it's something else that's brown, paintings on the walls of the various deity symbols.
Okay, but there's no, like, texts or anything that he would have learned about this from?
No, you don't see any, although I'm going to say, because you said you're looking around here, go ahead and give me another religion check with his stuff. As you investigate his area. No, I don't think you glean any new information from his version of things.
Okay.
Alright. With that, I know we're kind of in dynamic lighting mode. I will tell you guys have been to, like, every single room down here.
Okay.
So if you would like, I'm actually just going to drag you guys over to... I mean, you now know there's one other exit. There's a teleport circle. But the only other way is back up. What are you guys thinking as you kind of reconvene learning these new facts?
Thinking I'd love to take the teleport circle.
Yeah, I think that I'm also a fan of the teleport circle, but I think would Willa have known like where in the teleport circle someone appears when they teleport through?
I would say yeah, they will appear as centrally as possible. The more people that are there, they will begin like appearing out from the center, if that makes sense.
Okay, so if we were to take that +1 spear we got and just like stab it into the ground, point up in the center of the teleportation circle.
Hold on.
Research needed.
I did not anticipate this. Let's see. I believe it shunts you to like a nearer, like an opposite area if you're in danger, but that might just be regular teleport. Okay, the sequence that only you know. Okay, yes. You appear in the nearest unoccupied space.
Okay.
So it does like shunt you away from like if someone, left a chest full of gold at the other end. You're not gonna like appear with your fucking feet sliced off in an iron chest.
Okay.
Could we and this is just theoretical at this point, but if it ever comes up, could we put like a scale that triggers a spear to be shot at the spot?
I think that would work.
I suppose so. Like a pressure plate kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a pressure plate wouldn't occupy a square. It's like the equivalent of when you put like a fucking rug down in Minecraft. It's like an eighth of a cube or whatever.
Did the journal seem to make it like a time frame seem like did it say how often people tend to come and go?
I would say you would have known as you relay the information. Lyral, I think there wasn't exactly a time frame, but I think there is one additional detail that I will give you is that he would say that the people would bring stuff down with them, like boxes and chests, but they wouldn't come back with those things.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the circle is like teleportation for the treasure to go into the dragon hoard or something.
So we definitely need to find someone who knows the word.
Yes.
Can we just try treasure?
Yeah, you can go try
Yeah.
treasure.
Or dragon.
Or Tiamat?
Ooh, Tiamat is good, yeah.
I'd say you guys go, you try treasure, you try Tiamat. Neither of those works.
Yeah, I think it's a little harder than that. Unfortunately. Let's go.
But I like where your head's at. Good guesses.
Can we try 1, 2, 3, 4?
Yeah, that's actually what it was, crazily enough. That's what I meant by when I said you were close with Tiamat, was 1, 2, 3, 4. That's maybe my favorite. I don't know how many of us have seen Spaceballs, but that's like my favorite bit from that movie. Is they find out the code and the guy's like 1, 2, 3, 4. What? That's so dumb. That's the kind of combination an idiot would have on his luggage. And the president runs up. He's like, "What's the code?" It's 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's like, "That's crazy. I have the same combination on my luggage." God, that movie holds up.
That's a good movie. It really is.
Yep.
You tried. What was the one you said? Tried Dragon Queen? Was that you said, Darval?
Yeah.
You do try that as well. Honestly, give me a perception check.
Oh.
Okay. There is the briefest moment when you say like the D, like the letter D of Dragon Queen, that you feel a slight static in the air, and you realize the mists in the room increase as if the mists are flowing through from somewhere else, but those words do not activate it.
Whatever the word is, it starts with the letter D, I think.
So, does Tiamat have another name that starts with D?
Give me a religion check.
I didn't really study Tiamat much at the temple.
Well, you kind of fucked up there, didn't you?
Evidently. It would have been useful to know about.
To be fair, she has been like locked in a different plane for like forever now.
Look, you're the paladin, and I expect better things.
Lyral, I think the only name that comes to mind that you haven't tried that has the letter D in it would be the Dark Lady or the Undying Queen. But Undying obviously doesn't start with D, so.
I love the idea. Undying Queen.
Yeah. You just gotta really emphasize the D. But yeah.
I will try Dark Lady and Dying Queen.
Dying Queen. I think
Dying Queen, un.
I think you noticed the same thing since Darvel already pointed it out. There's like a brief vibration as you like, and then it stops as you say like all those other words.
Okay, I have one more day I want to try.
Okay.
Just dragon.
Same thing. It still starts with a D,
Okay.
but nothing else happens.
Yeah.
I do
What was the
admire
first
the
one?
attempts, though.
What was the first one?
The very first one you tried?
Dragon Queen. Or you with Dragon Queen.
I
Okay.
think-
Do you say
Go ahead.
so? Dragon. Most people start with a J. So was it dragon or was it dragon that you said?
I would say it's more of a dragon, like not with the just sound.
Alright.
What is the language of the people that are going?
Oh, that's a good. Can I try saying all those things in Draconic?
You feel like you're getting closer. You see some of the runes flicker as you try all of those again in Draconic.
Okay.
Does Tiamat have another name that's in Draconic? Do we know?
I don't believe so. I think Tiamat is her proper dragon name.
Anyone in chat right now, I just want to let you know that the next 2 hours are going to look just like this.
Chat said, well, one of them guessed D's nuts with a D. And then the next person says, plot twist, the language is slime. Also, in case anyone was wondering, this is entirely not relevant to the plot of this campaign, but Gonador, if he appears in the material realm, appears as a giant reddish-purple slug made of, pure slime.
Beautiful.
So kids in my class would have hated that.
What a legend. What a move if you're a god. It's like, I could be anything, and I chose slug.
One of the books that we got was like a holy book, right?
In the guy's room, it was 2 spell books.
2 spell books. I wonder if we kind of gaze through that, is there anything that seems like it sticks out?
I'll save you some checks. You don't think anything's in the spell books. Those of you who would basically take your time and make some arcane rolls, it's a lot of decent spells. But nothing that is draconic or sharp to the D. I will say I like the thread of thought here. Give me another investigation check on the higher leveled book. Sorry, the lower leveled book. I'm a fool, but yes. 8's not going to do it either way. Oh. Captain Guppy. Back on your 4 nat 20 shit. Captain Guppy, I think you notice what a lot of people... Okay, well, I called it into being, I suppose. Another nat 20. Waka and Captain Guppy, you guys see that it's kind of hidden within the various spells, but, wizards being so egotistical among spellcasters. This person has hidden their identity within it, the person who wrote this book. It seems to be an elf. Sorry. An elf named Dralmarair Borngray. And if his writings are to be believed, he is a caster working for the cult and probably might even be here.
That's not his name at the thing?
I'm gonna grab the books back.
I'm going to go stand on the teleportation circle and say his name.
Dralmarair Borngray. Nothing happens. I will say, give me you guys make a history check if you want to know who, maybe you've heard of this dude. Darval, you have heard of them? Heard of this person? Sorry, God, this throat thing is getting to me now. You recognize them because some of your fellow paladins would have dealt with this person's allies. He is a member of Eldrith Voluthra, which is a group of elf supremacists dedicated to removing humanity from Faerun. So he's a bad dude.
Clearly.
Although notably, that's an elf supremacist group, which begs the question, why would he care about the dragons?
Yeah, I mean, a dragon came out would wipe out all of us equally.
All right.
Interesting, though. Well, I think our best chance to get through a teleportation circle is to go back up, take a cultist, interrogate him until he squeals. in the nicest way possible.
We should
And then
keep
come back down here, figure it
until
out.
we get it right.
You keep trying till you get it right. You pull out a draconic dictionary and just go through the D section.
Yeah, that seems to me to be the most effective solution to this.
Okay, do you have a draconic dictionary on you?
No.
Oh man, what a shame.
Maybe there's one in the castle upstairs. Let's go check.
I keep one on me
There's
at
a
all
library
times,
there.
even though I can't
I
read it.
do have a book on...
Yeah, the drunk has it on him.
I do have a book on the local history around the area.
Unfortunately, history and language happen to be two different subjects in school.
Right, but would there have been any words in there that would start with the right letter? Because I could just read that book.
I mean, yeah, there's probably a lot of words that start with the letter D.
Alright, new plan. Full rest and story time.
Okay.
Hey.
Good lord. I will say, though, on the subject of full rest, with all the information that you guys have gathered, you do each get 400 XP to each of you. Which I believe will level you up, which is why I said speaking of long rest.
Wait, what's our XP at now?
14165.
That's what I got, yeah.
That's with the 400, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tier for 6 is 14,000, so that does level.
I need to check what I get at this level.
Oh my god, there's so much going on now.
Oh, I get more spell slots.
Wait, Cats and Guppy, did I tell you how to level up last time with like the gear and the character plus
No,
level?
but I'm on some level up character mancer thing.
Did you... Hold on. Message me a picture of your screen. I assume you're on the right thing right now. I just want to make sure.
Okay.
But here's the question then. Knowing that there are no enemies down here, and you guys have expended a fair amount of the per day resources, do you try to long rest? Although I assume, like Willa said, probably not by the campfire in the middle.
I
yes.
think we can try and long rest by the circle, and I will use 4 hours of it to just read out loud from the local history book. Because I trance.
Alright.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you guys can try that.
Is the rest of the party okay with us doing this ridiculous thing?
Sure.
Walker and Willa, what do you guys think?
So that's fine. My question is, what's the plan if something happened?
We wake up with a coffee, figure out what happened, whatever's attacking us.
We asked them what the word is.
Politely? You're doing it correctly, Guppy. You're good. Basically,
Okay, so-
if you want to roll for your health like you do with all the rest of the stuff, hit roll, and then hit next.
Oh,
Ooh, below average that time.
it's the first time.
I can just roll a hit die for adding health, right?
You can't, if you go to like the level up button in the character
I
sheet,
refuse.
it'll have a button to roll it, if that makes sense.
I prefer doing it manually.
Then yeah, you roll it, but you do add your con to it as well, don't forget that.
Okay. That did not go well. That's fine.
What happens to my current health? Does it do nothing until I level up?
Do you mean like, do you have... my general rule, this has always been a home rule of mine, it's like a second wind rule. When you level up, you get the health that you earn, and your max health goes up by that much, even if you have not gained the rest of the powers of your level up.
Okay, excellent.
But then, yeah, going from there, Guppy, going to next, I don't think you'll have a lot of choices that you'll need to make. It should just keep... Basically, it'll just be nexting.
Yeah. Thank you.
There you go. There's a...
Well, we both managed to get the lowest possible health.
Yeah.
Nice. You guys nailed it, for sure.
This is our punishment for our shenanigans.
It's okay.
Okay, so...
Starting at 6th level, I get to fly, so...
I'm gonna move you guys back over then to the circle room. If you're trying to stay stealthy, you could be in this, like, alcove area.
Okay, say that quickly. I just want to let you guys know I have this ability now. So if we're like, if we're making a fireball, stand close to me.
Oh. Is it any saving throw? Any saving throw. Damn, okay. That's big.
Remind me, how tall is it here?
This is one of the taller chambers. Let me double check.
Oh my gosh.
And are there any nooks that I could like sleep in?
Yeah, there's like this side alcove, but I think you would also find this one is taller. This one's 30 feet high, as opposed to the other narrow like 10 feet high tunnels. There's definitely some like alcoves and stuff like up in the walls and the rafters that you could probably hang out in.
I'm gonna give Vigilant Blessing to Will.
Oh, okay, nice.
Thank you.
Okay. Taking the average.
Ooh.
If I'm gonna be reading to the circle the whole time, do I need to sit next to it for the 4 hours I'm not trancing?
You don't think like if you say it nearby, it'll turn it on.
Okay.
Like teleportation circles, it's not like you have to be in it and it'll go off. When you activate it, like a shimmering portal will open within the circle.
Okay.
So I think we need to make camp near the circle.
Sorry?
We need to make camp near the circle.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, what is the watch order?
I'm gonna be reading for 2 shifts, so I'm not sure I can help much.
Yeah, I can go first.
All
Well, I'm
right.
gonna be sleeping.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, but you'll take your shift eventually.
Equal share of loot, equal share of watch. I don't know why we have to talk about it.
Look, do we want to fight now? You're the one
Everyone's
making
taking equal share
threats.
of loot.
Guppy can't see in the dark unless someone helps him.
That is an
There's a
excellent point.
campfire, isn't there?
Lyral and I are gonna be great friends.
All right. Anyway.
All right, I'll take the middle watch.
Okay, so we got Darval is first, you said?
Yep.
All right, so Darval, if you're trying to activate the portal, okay, so Waka, then it would be Guppy, and you only really need 4 for the full rotation, and then Willa.
Okay. And I will read during the last 2, so I'll still be awake, just not like paying full attention.
Okay, gotcha. So as you guys are going through the night, Waka, give me a perception check. All right, 15. Waka, prior to the person coming out here, I'm gonna say you probably wouldn't be like in the middle of it, Guppy, just because you would be in magic range if you're sleeping. But Waka, you see the portal starts to glow, so you assume something's gonna come through. What action do you take?
I'm going to wake everybody up. And we're like, the portal is glowing. Please wake up.
Oh,
I'm
you know what I can do actually?
Go ahead. All right,
If-
so you start to rouse them.
If we're sleeping, I would set up a hut.
Oh, and then just have someone go
Yeah.
outside the hut each time to watch it? I would say if you're
Right.
reading the book, trying to
Right.
activate it, you'd have to be outside of the hut. Otherwise, sound wouldn't travel
Right.
through.
Which means it'll close down when I'm done. But while I'm trancing, I can set up the hut, and I can use it. I think. I'm not sure. I think you can block off almost the entire hallway,
What's the radius of it?
so that it completely closes off the room.
Alright, so if you guys came in the hut, but Waka and Lyral then would still be outside. Willa, do you want to be in the bubble or still camped out up in the rafters?
Well, I wouldn't be outside the hut during my trancing time.
Okay.
So for the first two, I'd be inside the hut, and then I'd go out.
Okay, so in that case...
It's safe inside the hut, right? That's the whole point of it.
Yeah, you can't get jumped if you're in the hut.
Okay, then I'll do that one.
Okay, so... do that.
It was a very funny spell.
It's very good. It's a very good spell.
We had some serious shenanigans with it before you joined the party.
It's 20 diameter, which means I can use it to entirely block off the hallway right here.
Okay, let me make a...
If I center it here, it will, yeah. Because it's 10-foot radius, so...
Got it. Okay. So if it's 10-foot radius, Waka, you'll probably be at least 10 foot farther up or to one of the sides so that you're not engaged in it. Because you have spooky twilight magic, I'm just going to do this. So... Alright. Waka, you can kind of just peek your head in and warn them as they start to get ready. Are you, while they're getting ready, Waka, are you trying to duck your head in and then hide? Or be in the way of whoever's coming?
I'll stand right where I am, and I'll have my weapons out, but definitely not pointing at it. Just out.
Alright. You see a swirling tunnel of energy appears in the center as the runes all begin to glow that pale blue. And kind of brushing off his long cloak, you see a figure stepping out of the portal. Kind of looking down and checking his boots. You even see that, as he stamps them on the stone floor, it looks like there's a bit of snow on his boots. But as he appears, kind of... Go ahead.
I'm just gonna be like, welcome. We accept your surrender now.
You see he kind of whirls around and draws a scimitar towards you guys. Who are you? How'd you get down here?
Well, see, we happened to find this castle, kill everybody in it, and now you're in our castle.
You son of a... He's gonna charge you. I'd say let's roll for initiative here.
Are we still in the hut?
Yes, but you can roll in because he ducked in first to warn you guys because he succeeded at that perception check.
And then Willa has advantage on it.
And yeah, Willa had the advantage from Lyral here.
And do we have any effects of our rest or no?
No, not yet. You just have the extra health you gained from gaining a level.
Just forgot to...
That means if you use your last rage from the chat, you will get your rages back.
That is exactly.
Sorry, Lyral, you were at... What was Lyral's? I moved it before you...
2. I put myself in.
Oh, you already... Okay, you got it. And Willa, let me resort that. Willa got a 14. Walk and Willa, you guys have the same bonus, right? Yeah.
Willa gets the second roll, though.
Oh, true. Willa does have advantage if you want to go again. Okay, well, I guess in that case, Waka, Willa, a dealer's choice. You guys are tied and have the same thing, but you are a working team, so I feel like it makes sense that you could send one of you out first.
Well, since Waka's on watch, he can do it.
Alright, let me put you first then. Alright. Guppy. So if you were resting in there, you would have been prone, which means you just have to use half of your movement to stand up. So, but it doesn't take a full movement action or anything like Pathfinder.
Okay.
Although, did you get fast movement this level?
So I can't get that close. No, I got something called.
I think you should have fast movement, just from like typical barbarian, not from your bonus class.
It's not listed.
You should definitely have it. It's at 5th level. You should have 10 more feet of movement than whatever your base is. So you should be at 40 feet.
Should I just add that then?
Yeah, just write that in. I don't know why that's not listed for you.
Okay. Alright, so then I get 20 feet, which gets me a little closer.
Yeah, I don't think it's quite enough to get there, but a little bit closer.
Alright, well, then I'm going to run there, and I'm going to rage.
All right. Give me 1 second. And, okay, that's going to be... Is it a D8 or is it a D12? In my head it was a D12, but I guess I'm... No, it was a D8.
Yeah.
All right. A bolt of multicolored kind of blue and pinkish light leaps from your chest. You can pick an enemy within 30 feet of you that must succeed on a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, that'll be Dragon Wing.
All right. Bolt streaks forward. That's for sure a fail. He got a 2 on the dice. So he go ahead and roll a d6, and he is currently blinded. As the beam just hits him square in the face. That mask did not protect him.
That's my turn.
Staggers back. Oh, son of a... He is going to not really do anything with this, but you see he is one of the more difficult cultists you guys fought back at the inn a while ago. Briefly, kind of shadow dragon wings burst from the back of his jacket. He is going to just stumble straight forward towards Guppy. And he is going to use his fanatical advantage ability, where he basically panics and tries to swing, which means he gets advantage on one of his 2 attacks, but not the other. However, since you blinded him, he's at disadvantage, so the first roll is going to be straight, and then the second roll will be at disadvantage.
Okay.
So, first roll? No way. 12.
No.
Yeah. And then the second one at disadvantage could have been a crit, but instead is a 13.
Nope.
Just wildly swinging, like no time he spends to think for his own well-being, just wildly swinging it all around. But that is his full turn.
Yo, I don't think this guy's worth our time.
Waka, that is you.
All right. So, I shall step forward and stab him.
Stavarino.
Yes. So I get sneak attack because he's in combat, right?
Yep. And you have advantage on him because he's fucking blinded.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, okay, that wouldn't have hit without advantage, but 27, absolutely a hit. And I will say, before you hit him, do you want to do lethal or non-lethal? Because in 5e, it's just a choice. You don't have to take penalties to the roll or anything.
Oh, non-lethal for sure. He'll know the password.
Okay,
Yeah.
Go for it.
Can I sneak attack with non-lethal?
You can, yes.
Oh, that's nuts. Sorry, I hit it twice because I realized it registered. I thought I missed.
Dude, I do that all the time. That was an unfortunate sneak attack roll, though. Jesus.
Yeah, it was.
16. He's not quite knocked out yet, but you certainly bloodied him. You kind of take the hilt of your fucking rapier and just smack him across the temple. He staggers back. He is holding up his sword to block to the right and has no idea what he's doing because he's full blinded.
Just fuck.
Anything else? Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not done. I was gonna bonus action shoot him with my hand cry. Can that be done with non-lethal?
I don't think ranged ones can be done with non-lethal.
So, is it if I shoot him with lethal damage, he would still more likely pass out, right? It's not he reached 0 with lethal damage.
It's not like it is in Pathfinder where it's like 2 different pools. If you kill him, you just kill him.
Okay. I'm not gonna shoot him.
Fair. In that case, do you want to use your bonus action for anything else, or toss it over to Willa?
Let's see. I don't think I can make it useful, so I'm just gonna toss it over to Will.
Okay, so I'm in the hut thing right now, so do I have to get out of it?
Yeah, you can't shoot through it.
Okay.
I'm sure she can.
You might want to just use it.
Well, you can shoot through it?
Isn't that what we did to the swamp, the shambling mound?
They're right
What was the... Oh, it was because it was something that started within it?
Yeah. Things that start within it can leave. I just can't cast magic out, and I can't leave without it dropping.
Alright, I take it back. You can't shoot. I forgot we had determined that. But if you shoot, that does risk doing lethal.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna work with a rapier. I don't like using it, but yeah, we're trying this non-lethal thing.
If he goes down, I can just get back up with lay on hands to get back up at 1. Every time up.
That is true. If you are designed to keep him alive, we could have him go into saves, which normally they don't do as enemies, but when it is relevant.
Okay, let's do that then. Okay, so I'm gonna fly upward into that corner nook thing.
Alright, you fly, take out the bow of the corner nook, line up from the sniper's nest.
Perfect. And shoot.
What's it gonna be? He is still blinded, so that hits with advantage. He crumples as, like, he's already reeling from a punch to the temple. You kind of just bury an arrow through his leg, and he collapses. Darval, you're literally next in the order, so I assume you go over.
Does he have the move speed? Because halved.
Well, no matter what, he can't... Well, it's not halved, is it? He just has to... Oh, he's standing up. Okay. I thought you meant your bubble was having it.
No.
I mean, no matter what, he can't die from death saves in 1 turn.
Oh.
So, assuming he gets stabilized here, that is fine. Does anyone have any... Is anyone, like, holding him when Darval brings him back? What's the move here?
I say...
I vote we tie him up before Darval brings him back.
Yeah, you can loop some.
I think we should break one of the pots so that he's terrified when he wakes up.
Oh my god.
We want him coherent.
Yeah, I will say that would make him a little less than coherent.
What I would like to do before he wakes up, though, is I would like to... Oh wait, never mind. I can't do that because I don't have it prepped.
Fair enough.
I was thinking I could Zone of Truth, but I don't have it prepped because Silence is prepped for some reason.
I feel like you had a plan for that. Well, I think it was because you were trying to sneak around the castle.
Oh, that might have been it. Yeah.
That way you could, if someone tries to call the alarm, just nope. Alright, Waka, do you have rope to tie him up, you said?
Yeah, I have rope, and I will use it to tie him up.
Alright. Oh, yeah, you kind of like tie his hands behind his back, you know, throw him against a wall over here. The portal does notably shut down pretty immediately after he stepped through it. But Darval's just hitting him with like 1 point of lay on hands.
Yeah, just 1.
Okay. Go over. Brief glow. Still has the arrow kind of stuck in his leg, but he's not bleeding out.
Do you know how we capture prisoners of war and hold them?
Who are we asking this to? Like me?
Yeah, like you personally.
No, not. I don't know.
No, okay. So, how this works is we handcuff them with
Do you have handcuffs?
Zip ties.
We being the U.S.
We prop them.
Oh, I assume
up
we being the US.
Yeah. So I'll be using rope. And I'm gonna prop him up on his knees, so he has to stay on his knees, and then I'm gonna lean his head against the wall at a 45-ish degree angle, so he has a choice of forcing himself to stay standing using muscles, exhausting him, or face plant.
Okay, I had to like picture the position in my head. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I think he would try. Yeah, he's a fucking fanatic. I think he's trying to expend the energy to stay upright, at least at first.
Yeah, that most people do for a very long time. No one wants to face plant.
I mean, face planting is rough. Speaking as
Yeah.
I face planted because of my
Especially when your
toddler's.
hands are tied behind your back.
I face planted because my toddler's toy the other day, so you know. Obviously, I know what it's like to be a prisoner. I think he, you kind of bring him back. You're probably holding the back of his shirt or something, so he's like is already at least a little bit up. Then he takes control of his muscles and keeps himself up. But I think definitely a little groggy. He was not expecting to get fucking jumped immediately after leaving the circle, and it's like, what the hell's going on? I saw.
I would like to, while he's still groggy,
Yeah.
cast command on him. And just say portal.
Command and say portal. Okay.
Or teleport. I think it is. It's a teleportation circle, so teleport.
There's a save, right?
Huh? There is a save, yeah.
What is the save?
So wisdom save. This is what I want to do while he's groggy, so he's less.
I'd say probably disadvantage then. He does seem to fail.
Okay.
You see, like, turns his head towards the portal area, but looks deeply confused. You're not entirely sure that he understands the command or can perform the command.
Okay.
But I think that's about all he does. Kind of looks back at you, like, almost hopelessly, like, how do I do this?
Okay.
But with that not work, like, what else do you say after that?
Naerytar on what's the word for the teleportation circle?
I don't know, you fools. Sergeant said it on the other side.
You didn't hear
Yeah, what did he say? Calling us fools over here.
How are you bringing it back?
You think he's just shouting valuable intel? No, we didn't say it that loud.
Are you saying you don't listen to your superiors?
Oof. I mean, I knew the cult was disorganized, but this is something else.
He's like, of course I listen to my superiors. It's classified information that I'm not supposed to have. The rest of those low-ranking idiots, they wouldn't understand. But I'm a dragon wing, damn it. I need to follow the procedure.
So
you get back through.
You know the word.
No, but my sergeant does. And lucky for
You
me,
just
he's not
said
here.
It's not information you're supposed to have, implying you have it.
I don't have it either. I got caught up. You punched me in the head. The semantics are hard.
That's fair. How are you going to get back through now?
He's like, well, someone with the password would send me through.
Such as who?
Look, if you're gonna kill me, just kill me. Why should I do what you say?
Because if you don't, he'll kill you. But if you do, we might let you live.
Whoa, hang on. Let's not kill. There are worse things than that.
I'm gonna say, as you say that, I'm gonna say, between the two of you, Darval, give me an intimidate with advantage. You say kind of a good cop thing, and Guppy, you kind of chime in with the bad cop line there.
Intimidation?
Yeah, with advantage though. Oh my god.
I've got better intimidation.
I'll say yeah. He tries to do it, and then I think you have to switch places with him, Guppy.
All right.
Can I use my inspiration from like 3 sessions ago to do this?
Yeah, you still have inspiration. You want to try it again? You can use it.
Yeah.
That's what it's for. It would just be whatever the first number is, basically. It'd be like a third roll. Essentially.
Yeah. If I were the...
Darval kind of doubles back and he's like, "Ah, fuck, that sentence wasn't scary enough. How about this?" And it's just like less scary.
I'm gonna use command again, and this time I'm gonna say honesty.
Oh, I feel like we're stretching command here, but I'm gonna. What is command? Like level 1 spell?
Nope. You speak a one-word command to a creature within range.
Don't you cite the letter of the law to me. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say I will do it, but I'm gonna give him advantage on it, because I think you're like pushing the capabilities of this enchantment.
Okay.
I feel like this is where you gotta start pulling out the monkey claw shit.
The monkey claw shit. Oh my god. Ugh, I rolled double nat ones. Fucking 1 in 400 chance.
Alright, well.
Even as he's like, he's like, what was that? An attempt to intimidate me? Obviously, I'm not going to tell you that Drawmore Born Grey has the password or Resmere. Wait, what the fuck am I? What?
Nice. Why, thank you.
Damn it!
That wasn't so hard.
How'd you do that? That's bullshit.
No, you're on our side. You have to understand. You just must be confused.
Give me a deception check. Give me a deception check. All right. I'm gonna roll this publicly on Roll20 because this is fucking funny. Okay, let me double check the dragon wings. Look, they're good at a lot of shit. Insight, not one of them.
You should definitely have advantage though, because this is ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it with advantage. So it's gonna be. He has no proficiency in this. So this is gonna be God, it's literally a flat D20. Okay, so nat 1, good start with the advantage, but baby,
Oh my goodness.
recovered it. Although weirdly, I rolled 3 nat 1s in a row. That means. He's like, you see like a brief moment of worry, like cloud his eyes as he's like, oh my, do I just know nothing about myself anymore? And he's like, no, wait, no, I'm part of the cult of the dragon. You're wrong.
Can I stroke his neck with the blade of my axe and say, "Are you sure?"
Awful choice of words. I'll say one last intimidate check then. I don't think with advantage though. 18, that's big. All right, he's like, kind of like, you see, he like swallows, and like just the action of swallowing his Adam's apple going up and down kind of draws like a thin line of blood from your sharp axe. All right. If I die here, I can't serve Our Lady anymore. Look, I can't give you what you want, and I can't give you any more information. Just
what are other epithets for Tiamat in Draconic?
That's a good one.
Okay.
I start with the letter D.
Let's start with the letter D. Hold on, let me reopen my Draconic translator.
Does Draconic use the same alphabet as Common?
Look,
No.
don't lean too.
No.
Don't worry about it.
Certainly does not.
So, that starts with a duh sound.
Right, not a just sound. We gotta be clear about this.
Hold on, let me copy and paste these all in. Oh boy.
Well, it's gonna say them all. So if one opens the portal, it'll still open. right?
I immediately copied the wrong fucking page. I'm an idiot. Hold on.
I figure we don't need them because if he says the right one, it's gonna open the portal.
Yeah, but I want to put them. All right, it's not letting me copy it because I guess it's a website thing. But he does list a bunch. Most of them don't start with D. There is Lovir di Bahamut, where Avarosha, where Evakats Drashum, where Davri, where Dahab Ujil, and Dariv di Agara. So a couple of ones start with D in there. None of them activate it.
Shame.
Tragic.
Guess the reading plan is back on.
Have we said Dragon Wing yet? I assume we have.
What the word? He called himself a dragon wing, and nothing happened.
Okay, all right.
Good thought, though. Good thought.
I would like to ask him why he came here.
That is an excellent question.
Yeah, solid question. A few minutes into this interrogation, he's like, "I delivered the treasure. I came back for my next shipment, my next assignment."
And who gives you the assignment?
Can I finish my trance while they're interrogating him?
I'll say you can dip while they're interrogating. Now you've already done your spell thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So dumb. He would say, he's like, I don't know when the next shipment would be. The higher ups decide that. Look, Resmir's a worm speaker, all right? I do whatever she says.
Is she here?
Resmir? I assume so. She was here when I left.
Does she meet you here by the circle, or do you go somewhere to meet her?
Usually, when it's time to deliver the treasure, typically she comes down into the assembly room, and will pick some of us to go through the portal. But
Do you by any chance know who made this portal?
the portal, I believe it was some mage they paid on the other side.
What's your name, by the way?
Tristane.
Tristane. Darval, you're about the same size as Tristane, aren't you? Are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. I'm gonna say he's the same size. You're a little short for a dragon wing.
I think that those clothes would look pretty good on you, Darval.
Well, it would be the first time I had to wear some more evil attire. I would.
All right, well, we don't need to know about your personal life.
I will say, conveniently though, like the typical outfit they wear is like a giant black overcoat, like over whatever armor they have.
Yeah.
And then of course the dragon mask.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I could try it. How good is the mask at covering light glowing from my eyes? Because I'm an ASMR.
Light glowing. Well, the light only activates with your powers, right?
I thought that my eyes would always glow. I could be wrong though.
Don't Azimar's skin glow? I didn't realize you were an Azimar.
No, I just have golden skin, like golden skin.
Oh.
It doesn't glow.
I could say you could, repress the glow unless you're using your power.
Fair enough.
All right. So assuming I presume you probably knock him out again at the end of this interrogation. Or at least, what's the plan here? If you're taking his armor or cloak, basically.
I mean, I'm definitely taking that, but honestly, I think he might be too dangerous to be left alive. If he gets out of here, he's gonna rat us out. So,
Well,
maybe
hang
finish him
on.
off.
We told him that we would spare him if he told us what we wanted.
Yeah, that's fair. You're right. Okay, fair. I just knocked him. I knocked him out.
You're just like, yeah, that's fair, and then you just fucking clock him across the head as he like looks up, hopefully. Okay, I'm gonna say while we do this disguise switcheroo, about halfway through, so let's take a quick bio break here. We'll be back in 5.
Okay. I trance while they're finishing their rest, I'm gonna read to the portal.
The second everybody goes away to go back to sleep, I'm gonna kill him. Yeah.
It is
I'm
still
not just
your
gonna leave him
watch.
at our back. That's crazy.
Okay. I'm thinking here. Also, unrelated, my cat is sulking under the bed right now because he was, like, trying to, like, play games with me and dodge left, dodge right in the hallway, and then when I started walking towards him, he panicked, turned to the left, and just full speed ran into the wall.
Oh no!
It's like, do that fake out thing, like, oh, I'm gonna go left, I'm gonna go right, and then thump! It's like, nice, dude. A fucking master, a master hunter, for sure. Oh my god. Okay.
That reminds me of this one time. Sorry, anecdote. Where my friend and I were going to football practice on like a Saturday in the morning, and several of the people here will remember the little bridge into the high school building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
So
It's like a stone walkway bridge with like railings for those who don't know.
Yeah.
I fear where this is going.
It was me and Opie walking, and I'm a little bit ahead of him, and I slam into the glass door on the right, and like a second later, like a full second later, he slams into the glass door on the left.
Nice, dude. Clearly the best of the best. I would say, alright, but jumping back in, Waka, as they go back to finish their rests, are you trying to, like, hide the evidence? What are you? He's just full knocked out, so you can basically just coup de grace him.
Yeah, so one of his previous wounds, I'm just gonna reinsert my blade there and just pretend he bled out.
Jesus Christ, that is sadistic.
That's so dark. I'm gonna say... Okay. God, what the fuck am I even gonna... Alright. Since you're trying to hide it deliberately, this doesn't feel like a deception because it's more of a physical thing. I'm gonna say give me a sleight of hand check. And if people try to figure it out when they wake up, we'll oppose the sleight of hand check with medicine. Which is not a normal interaction between those two skill checks, but that's fine.
I don't know
Jesus
how unconscious... Well, I don't know how unconsciousness works. Like, if someone were to slowly insert a blade into you to open a wound further...
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm with you, but he did have only 1 HP, because that's all you guys gave him with Lay on Hands. So basically,
It's true.
the minimum
That's fair.
damage from a dagger stab would be like a D4 plus his dex.
Alright, valid.
Oh no, he bled out. Oh, the tragedy.
Alright, man, people can... As you guys wake up... First of all, there is no other interruptions for the rest of the night after this encounter. So if you want to go ahead and, you know, you have all your abilities... Huh?
While I'm reading my book,
Yes.
do I open the portal?
You open the what? You cut off there for a second.
Portal while I'm reading my book.
Oh, the portal... No, the portal does not open with your random book.
Okay.
A good effort, though. So, I'd say, if you've ever lost, they try to make a medicine check, but you're trying to beat a 25.
I'll try it, but like try to figure out why specifically where I was wrong healing him. That didn't work.
I'll try it as well, but I need a 19 or 20 to...
God,
I need
one.
a 20 here.
I don't know what I did wrong with it.
You guys didn't even get over double digits. I think everyone's like tragic, but it happens. You know, like, wounds like that, they bleed out. Nothing you can do.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, it happens. I know, it's so sad.
Absolutely wild. But Darval did clarify that he was taking like the cloak and disguise off first, so no like blood on it or anything.
Yeah. I pretty much say, well, I guess I should use more lay on hands next time.
We've got to take him with us.
Rest in peace, Tristane, the
I'm gonna
fanatical
ritual
evil
cast-
cultist.
I'm gonna ritual cast Gentle Repose on him.
That's... Can you preserve his body? What's the end game? What is the end game here?
Proper burial at sea.
I think
Why at sea?
Because Captain Guppy has no other idea.
That's just his idea of a normal burial.
Yeah.
I think I heard Guppy say that we have to take him with us, and I didn't want a decaying corpse.
Oh my god. Insanity. Alright, well, everyone should be at full health now. Got your level up abilities.
And half our hit dice back.
And half your hit dice back. Although I don't know if anyone spent more than that. It's half your hit dice rounded down, but you're level 6 now. Everyone should get back 3 hit dice. So if that...
I have 4 hit dice now.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was below that. Or below something that would make that not reach max.
Oh, I was.
Oh, damn, okay.
I had 1 hit die left at the end of yesterday. Cool.
Alright, so, as the body, you spend 10 minutes making sure the body doesn't rot for however many days.
10 days.
10 days, love to see it. The hut goes
We can
away.
come back for it.
What's the plan for getting back up there? You now know that you either need to find Resmir or find Dralmarer Borngray, the elf. He's a high elf, for those wondering, if you're trying to spot him.
I say let's start clearing the top. See if we can't find that Resimir chick.
Well, we've tried facing down Redbeard before. It didn't go so well. Though, I will point out, I had forgotten I had resistance to necrotic damage at the time.
Also, that was like 2 levels ago.
Also true. We could try to face Redbeard again. I'm not sure how well it'd go for us.
I think it would go better if I wasn't starting right next to her.
Also true.
Yeah, I mean,
But there were a lot of errors. about
there
it.
was a lot of,
Start a big fight while I was
yeah.
sleeping in the same room.
Look, mistakes
Yeah.
were made. Alright,
Yeah.
let me drag you guys back over to the staircase. Are you guys doing anything to, like, prepare before you go up there? So we know that Darval, you now effectively
Yep.
look like a dragon wing.
Yep.
Oh, can I just want to point out,
Yep.
but Resmir knows us well.
It's true.
You
But
guys
not
did
Guppy.
pretend to guard her caravan for, I believe, 6 weeks before getting caught. So yes,
And-
she knows
and
you're
I
what?
spent every night of those.
Yeah, you
weeks
were here for that. Yeah, Lyral spent every
Keeping
night
me close
being her
to
private security.
It was using the hut. It
Yeah,
was great.
he basically was like, not only did they push their luck by being guards in her caravan, Lyral was like, hey, I have this, magical bubble spell that'll protect us from anything at night. Why don't I do that for you guys and the rich merchants that are part of this caravan? Truly wild.
Fantastic.
Still, honestly, I can't believe you guys got away with it for 6 out of the 7 weeks.
It's true.
May not.
That was-
We almost got away with all of it, but
you were very close to getting away with the whole thing.
Again,
They work for those meddling kids.
Those million kids being us.
Yeah.
Your own meddling kids.
We were at an inn, and they just decided to come to the sketchy inn and start a fight with all the cultists.
To be fair, the cultists did jump your old druid.
That is true.
They basically were like, yo, come meet us at the barn party, and then just, decided to try to beat his ass. Alright. So we got that. We got the armor on. So you're just pointing out, if... Pretty much only he is disguised right now, is what Lyral was getting at, I assume.
Yeah, but also I imagine Resmir would likely see through the disguise.
I think she'll have... It's not going to be as hard of a DC. Probably give her a bonus or something.
It's a very good
one of those
disguise.
people that doesn't actually look at the people serving her. You know, like
True.
plenty of
Yeah.
rich people don't even bother looking.
Just no looking at
true.
the help. Yeah.
Right? I can't acknowledge your existence.
Look, I mean,
Thank you.
Rezmir's not exactly the best humanoid, so
Exactly. So I feel like if you're at least covering, you know, Darvel has a chance, a small chance, but a chance.
Is Resmir a humanoid?
yeah. Well,
humanoid
actually, I don't know if they're
says 2
they might
legs,
literally not be
2
humanoid type. I was just thinking shape. They are a half dragon. She's a half dragon, not a dragonborn.
Right.
And I don't believe
Half
half dragons count as humanoid, but I will double check.
Okay. Wait, sorry, I didn't mean to click that.
Too late. Click. No, they still do.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
All right. So, I don't think you guys left a stealth just to get to the next floor because you guys did clear it out earlier. And the temple is supposed to be protected by the guard drake, so no one should be in there anyway. This is again the temple where you guys found that creepy poison dagger, which I don't think anyone's actually used, but it's where you found it.
Who has it right now?
I don't know.
I guess it's in loot.
I think it's just in the loot. I think you guys just kind of have it in the loot sheet. You weren't really sure what to
Do a
do.
little check.
Because I feel like we had planned on sacrificing one of the guys to the teleportation portal, one of the frogs.
But that means they've done that already.
Yeah,
Just do it. The sickos.
unfortunately.
Oh my god, my cat just scared the shit out of me. Thought someone was in my house. But no, he's just knocking shit off tables.
That's revenge for making him run into a wall earlier.
I didn't make him do it, he did it himself! I walked forward a step.
That sounds a lot like your fault.
Yeah, no, I'll have to lawyer up for sure. He's gonna pursue legal action. I can only imagine. Alright. What's the move? Just to kind of refresh you guys on the layout, you know, out through the doors this way, that would lead into that little temple area where you guys killed the guard drake, and found the dagger and like the Tiamat statue. The door in that room will lead you back out into that central courtyard, which leads into rooms like the Bullywug barracks, the forge where the lizard folk work, the long dining room, which is now the production room for the treasure, the giant lizard stables, and the various towers that lead up to the next floor.
I like the sound of the treasure room, but I think it's a bad idea.
That is where, assuming it is the same distribution of troops as when you scouted it before, which you have no reason to really think that it wouldn't be, there's at least, at minimum, 4 dragon claws, and that's like above cultist but below dragon wing in the hierarchy of this cult. And at least 14 or 16 cultists.
I have a
Okay,
question.
well that. Go ahead.
Yes, go ahead.
We slept and did a short rest. I'm like, that's a lot of hours. Did nobody find the 4 dead dragon claws we killed?
No, because no one's supposed to be in that temple you guys broke into. That's why I was guarded by a guard drake. And it has only been 9 hours, so there's not really any there's not a distinctive smell of rot yet, especially because you guys are by a swampy moat.
Oh, that's convenient.
I think if it went much longer than it is right now, you'd start to be getting into like, okay, they're gonna come find it.
Okay. Well, that's super convenient. All right. I vote Darvel leads the way.
I lead the way. Which way are we going?
Back
I mean,
out.
let's go to where there are 15 enemies. Like, that's got to be the important place.
Fair.
That's where they're sorting it, but that room is also just off the main courtyard where there are like lizard folk, bullywugs, guard drakes.
Yeah, we'd probably want to start clearing some smaller rooms or something.
I'd say if you guys want to move into the next room and like peek out of that door, see if you can just like, all right, what's going on out there?
just see what happened.
Okay.
Going into their. I'm gonna just drag you guys over. So you're peeking out through this door over here.
Yes.
I'd say basically you could try to pretty easily without a stealth check, as these doors are not exactly like full sealed. They're like boards very loosely together. You can see through the gaps. You can see whatever you can see without going through that red line. So
I see a guard Drake.
feel free to like adjust your angles around and stuff.
And
Oh, gotcha. Oh, I see a lot of bullywugs. A lot of lizard folk. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there.
And just to refresh you guys, door directly across from you, that's the Bullywug Barracks. Door to the south, that is the Forge that I was talking about. Watchtower, the central tower of the castle in the middle. And then, can't see it from the angle of this door, but the doors leading into the dining hall are over here.
I mean, we haven't eaten in a while.
The dining hall is where all the treasure is. There's not actual food there. That's where they were like piling the treasure and like building new chests to hold all their loot.
Damn shame.
Okay, I have an idea.
What's that?
I'm intrigued.
If Waka and Willa can use the pots on one of the lizard folk, we might be able to start like a war between the lizard folk and the bullywugs.
Yes.
Ooh.
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
That's a fucking thought. Okay. I would say, like, if you want to try that walk-and-roll, you could try to take, like, if Guppy's giving you the clay canisters, you could try a stealth check to, like, drop them off near those people.
And then just leave
Well,
it.
I think we just go for this one.
Just that guy?
If it looks like because that way it gives credence to the idea that the bullywugs are ganging up on him.
Okay.
I agree.
I would
And that way we
say
get to
in
save more
that
cost.
case, Walker will, let me see the distance there. 35 feet. Normally with a thrown object, that would be a disadvantage, but you could steady aim it for advantage, so it would be a straight roll. You would probably try to hit AC 10 to make sure that the jar cracks in his square. Although I will say, if you both throw one, as you learned with that nature check, the more that he inhales, the harder it'll be to resist.
I guess, are we just hoping they don't see the jars flying through the air? Like, what's the, like...
I'm gonna cast Bless on them as well if we decide to throw them.
If we decide to throw them. I won't say whether they will or won't, but to give you like the idea of proportions here. A lot of noise in the courtyard, a lot of people moving back and forth. The jar itself is, you know, like a Chessex dice case, like the little clear ones.
Uh-huh.
I'd say probably like 20% bigger than that. Like
So they're pretty small.
like it
Everyone's
would fit in your
hopping
hand
around.
when you like huck it.
Okay. And so then we hit him. He's gonna look around to see what hit him. Only see Bullywug.
Yeah, well, you could even when it cracks, the dust like puffs up. So you don't have to hit him; you just have to hit his square, which is why it's only AC 10. It's not even his AC.
Okay, I at least understand the plan. I'm for that.
And then he'll hallucinate the bullywugs attacking him.
Well, we don't know what he'll hallucinate.
Oh, that's
But yeah, me and Willa can each chuck one. We could each use steady aim and
okay. I will
Make sure
cast
that's
Bless then to
fine.
give the extra D4.
Okay, so
All right, but no more than 2 pot.
so 2 pot being thrown, advantage canceling out with the disadvantage. So Waka and Willa, you're basically making one throw, which will be a d20 plus your dex plus your proficiency plus a d4 from the bless.
Okay. Well,
So basically whatever you would have for a weapon that's not a +1 weapon for a range, essentially. And then add a d4 to it.
yeah. Okay, so
This is an insane plan. I love it.
The way it could go wrong.
okay, so dude, just okay. This
Okay. 26.
okay.
More than
That
10.
will be mine, and then this will be.
That is certainly more than 10.
I was a math major.
I was a math major, yeah. Okay, why is... Oh, it's red because you guys got 1 on the d4. I was like, but those don't look like it. How are those now 1s so high? Okay.
We got skills.
To be fair,
Holy
on the
shit.
second one, they got a 2 on the D20 as well.
Yeah.
That was close, yeah. Okay.
To be fair, with just starred, like Dex and
I was gonna say with just their dex proficiency, it's at 10 already.
Yeah, that's filthy.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna also say, with this plan and all the insane role-playing downstairs, I think we're all going into this next phase of the plan. Everyone gets an inspiration. This is actually crazy.
I
Alright.
have 3 inspiration right now.
I might have to introduce like a cap to you. You know what? I'll cap it like hero points in Pathfinder 2e. You can't have more than 3.
Oh, damn. I guess I'm gonna have to start using them.
So we could have more than one?
Yeah. Again, it's not technically, but that's the way I learned 5e, and that's the way you get to play it, because that's how I learned it.
I'll take it.
Oh my god. Okay, so both of those hit. So cumulatively, that DC is gonna go up. Oh god, okay. Alright. With all the clamor and like the ringing of metal from the forge nearby, no one hears these 2 clay canisters like crack and shatter and sounds of pottery next to the lizard folk's foot. You guys watch as you slowly pull that door back in as you open it a tiny bit to toss them. You see he's kind of looking around the courtyard, kind of keeping an eye on all his men. And you see his nostrils kind of just flare, and some of the dust that's around his ankles just he inhales it, and you see his eyes kind of go wide. He takes a step back from the bullywugs to kind of look over curiously. And then in a kind of blur of movement that everyone else in the courtyard is having trouble tracking, he launches into combat here. So he draws his club and attacks him with the club and his spiked shield as he leaps forward and just savages the one nearest to him. As all the bullywugs start to bring out their spears to combat the club, he starts yelling, he's like, Men, to me, the bullywugs, they betray us! And a battle is beginning to take place here. How long... I'm going to stop moving tokens for a second. How long do you guys wait before you make a move?
So I think Willa and I, with our beautiful assassinating skill, would like to look for opportunities for like a lone lizard kind of in the back, not being paid attention to, just see how many we can pick off before they notice there's a third party here.
Well, I say we just try to, let them all fight. They're clearly
Yeah,
doing
I
a
agree.
commotion.
Just
Yeah, move past them.
full dip.
But isn't it just
Yeah.
4 bullywugs against 5 lizard folk? I feel
Well, there are a bunch more guard drakes walking up.
Oh, that's true.
You also know that To remind you guys,
Lizard
there's a
Folk side?
lizard folk forge here and bullywug barracks directly next to this fight.
Right.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, let's let him fight it out.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna keep moving some tokens here. I'm gonna abstract some of this so I don't just play a game where I fight myself for an hour. But you guys do see
we win, so
the double doors of the barracks burst open, and a slew of bullywugs starts to run out. The lizard folk starting to still kind of holding their own as they are far more capable than bullywugs, as they begin to get overwhelmed by the numbers.
Can I bless the 3 bullywugs? Or the...
You would risk detection if you try to bless one of them.
Okay, never mind then.
About 10 seconds later, the forge opens. You see a bunch of lizard folk run out, not just with their traditional clubs, but a lot of them have like blacksmith aprons on, war hammers, various like hot metal tongs they begin to burn the bullywugs with. This begins to turn into an absolute scrum in the courtyard. You can hear yelling from towers nearby for everyone to cut it out. This has devolved into a full brawl, as this has really just been an excuse now for a lot of resentment between the two species that have been hanging out here. As they start dying, you do hear shouting getting closer. You can tell it's human shouting.
Which direction is it coming from?
The human shouting, it's coming from over by the cultist area. And you can hear, like, one powerful voice starting to go forward.
Can I cast silence
whoops.
through the wall
Copied
up
you.
there? At, like, the
Silence
other side
through the
where
wall.
that door would be?
What is the radius of silence?
Range is 120 feet, 20-foot radius. So I'd like to cast it centering on the door up there, if possible.
I'd say you at least would have to step out in the courtyard, because you don't have an angle on this door.
So I would have to be able to see it.
Yeah. Typically, unless something specifies otherwise, you need line of sight.
I can't just lean my head out and do it?
Even from that angle, let's say you move to, like... Let me move you. If I, like, broke the system and, like, even put you halfway through the door or all the way through the door, you're still not seeing the doors there.
I could do it right here.
You could? You're not sure how much that would get?
It's a 20-foot radius. Yeah, I'll do that. So it's going to be 40-foot diameter.
So 40-foot diameter. If you want to just paint a dot on the location of where you want it.
One sec, I need to do some.
Whoa.
You okay?
I'm just learning that you can paint.
God damn it.
Here.
No one who shouldn't have given him that power.
Yeah, right. Kind of basically just out of range of that bullywug up there.
Alright, hold on. I gotta measure this token because it's gonna be fucking enormous. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Kind of with the quiet patter of snow, silence encircles this part of the yard. There we go. That's the radius. You hear that part of the shouting get cut off. But you do see... Let me put this to the back. You do see now coming forward, standing in the... Still silenced, is a dragon claw. He appears to be gesturing at the guard drakes, who don't understand him yet because he can't shout. You guys would know that they can order the guard drakes around, and if they get involved, shit's gonna get even more bloody, and this fight's gonna end pretty quick. At which point, without the chaos, you won't be able to slip anywhere. So are you trying to still wait it out or go somewhere?
Let's go.
Agreed. Let's make a move.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's head out somewhere.
All right.
Darval still looks like a dragon claw, right?
I do, yes.
Yes, you do.
Darval should like tie me up and leave me because both of us have terrible stealth checks, but it's gonna go better if Darval does it by pretending to be a dragon claw.
Good call.
You could. I mean, also, it'll be a group check, so like majority will rule here.
Does my disguise give me advantage or something?
I would say it gives you
Well, what I'm
advantage,
saying
so
is-
it would cancel out your disadvantage.
Can we split it so that the other three are stealthing and Darval and I are on Darval's deception?
Yeah, I would say so. All right, so Waka, Willa, and Guppy make a stealth check. The other two of you, literally Darval, you're gonna make deception with advantage. Where are you guys headed? It's gonna be harder to push through this way. Easiest would be to make it to the forge. Medium difficulty to the bullywug barracks.
Well, this is a courtyard, right?
Correct. Yes.
So, how many of us can fly?
2.
Can
I can, but not only once a day.
I can fly. I think also once a day, and I can do it for like. Oh no, I can do it equal to my proficiency bonus.
I can do it for 1 minute.
But I would have to also use a channel divinity to create dim light.
Oh, I see. So it wouldn't make sense for us to try and fly over to the...
I don't think so. Especially because there are people who see us flying from the guard tower.
Yeah.
Well, if you create a dim light, you can make stealth checks within dim light.
But then the question is, why where the dim light come from?
Yeah, I mean that's also a risk factor.
I think the plan of just going this way is better. But if we head up here, I think that's the best.
Okay.
Yeah, just let me know how far I get before I'm noticed with my 5.
Well, for you guys, that you guys basically turned it into a mini group check, so the 3 of you are fine.
Oh, shit. Let's go. Thanks,
19
Rogues.
is fine as well.
I'm gonna. Is that good for both of us? Because he's got me like tied up, or do I need to?
No, you were giving him advantage.
Okay.
So hold on, I'm just gonna move you guys 1 sec.
Do we want to try to kill this guy before he could order the guard drakes into the fight?
It might make sense. He won't make any sound because he's in the silence.
That's true.
If you guys assassinate him.
Yeah.
I can do it.
Okay. Yeah, so Willow and I are gonna try to take a shot on him.
All right. Give me 2 attack rolls.
Nice.
All right, I'm gonna give some of these guys one more perception check then. All right. I'm gonna give him one more check as well to see if you guys are doing this at advantage. It will not be at advantage, so only Waka will hit. As the Dragon Claw turns and shouts, does not say anything, but even as he points, Waka, you like take him through the heart and he drops.
Nice.
All right.
Hopefully that ball continues on for.
They seem kind of curiously. The fight is still going on. Are you guys going in through this door over here? There are 2 doors into that room. Are you going through the bottom one or the top one?
Do we know which door goes where?
This one... Sorry, I'm pinging on the wrong layer. This one goes into a room where you saw some commoners helping the cultists, and there was a spiral staircase in there. That was, like, still part of the Great Hall, but it's, like, separated by a bit of, like, a wooden screen. This part is, like, the main part of the Great Hall where everyone's working.
Okay. So which door did you guys want to go through?
I assume I would just go through the first one.
First one.
This one's also in the silence area, so it won't make any noise.
Yeah, let's go to the first
All
one.
right. Yeah, you throw the door open, but it does not make any noise. I'm gonna bring you guys in here, and with your stealth checks, the stealthy people are fine. Darval and Lyral, you're leading Lyral.
Yep.
Okay, hold on. I'm rearranging some notes here because there's a lot going on. First thing first, you can still hear like the clash of combat is going on outside. At the moment, it doesn't sound like it's slowing, but there's a lot going on out there. The silence spell is blocking some areas of it, but it's still filtering through the walls because there's so many weapons clashing and screams and hisses. The room you are in now. The three commoners, the stealthy guys, you kind of just... They ignore your attention as they're up at the top of them right now. They see Darval marching someone in. Sorry. This would be in... it looks like, at the moment, these commoners are preparing a rather simple meal for the cultists next door. One of them, a dwarven chef, kind of bows to Darval. And he's like, I'm sorry, sir, I don't know what's going on out there, but we're starting to lose... There's a big lack of ingredients here, sir. I don't know that we're... I just don't want to be punished for lack of flavor. There's nothing we can do. I'm doing my best, sir, I promise.
I look at him and I say, do your best the way you can, but make it quick. And then keep walking the road.
Well, of course, sir. Of course. All right. Where are you guys headed? So you go up here. There is also a staircase back here.
Told you there'd be food in here.
There was some food. Admittedly, that you had not seen food there before, but you did end up being correct. There was eventually food.
I has a question.
Yeah.
So, we're in the room with Darval, and they're kind of paying attention to him, ignoring us.
Yeah, you kind of sneak in through, like, the side of the door. To them, you're just kind of, like, background people. You know? I mean, like, they're not focused on you. They look through the door, see a bunch of combat going on. They see what looks like a dragon wing, which is one of the higher levels of cultists dragging, like, a prisoner in. So they're not really looking at you at the moment. But I'd say you probably press yourselves, like, more into... I'm having trouble selecting just you guys. There we go. Like, into the corner, I would imagine.
Okay. So we're in the corner. Okay. Never mind.
Do we know what's up the stairs from here? Like when people were flying and looking from earlier?
Let's see. From your perspective, you wouldn't have got the clearest view of that on your route. However, I will say, just based on like the layout of the building you saw, that would lead closer to up to one of the walls, but probably like just below you got to the top of the wall, if that makes sense. Like basically you'd still be in this curtain wall area, but not on like the actual battlements.
I see.
Like from this angle, you wouldn't think this leads to like a bigger square footage room than what the room you are currently in.
Right.
I think we should go up. Important people like being high up.
That's true, and I fly a little higher in the room.
Just levitate up a bit.
We could also kill all these cultists. Like, with the fight next door, odds are they won't hear our fight.
also a convincing argument.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
We'd
say,
have to go common as well then.
since this is happening very quickly, I think that you're under time pressure here. What's the play? Quick decision. Are you attacking the
say-
people in that room or going up?
Just send Darval in and have him do some reconnaissance.
There wouldn't be a lot of
Sure,
time
sure.
for reconnaissance. Like, it's gonna start popping off pretty quickly.
Let's just go upstairs.
Yeah, I think upstairs.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Because more dead cults are more easily discovered. The more there are.
Yeah, I'm not
Um,
looking for specifically the leaders. So yeah, we'll just start stealthing upstairs and hope they fall.
All right. As you guys head up the stairs, the dwarf is like, "Thank you for taking an interest, sir."
I just keep walking.
While we're climbing the stairs, I'm gonna nudge Darval. Like, you should give him the rest of the poison and say it's, spices and stuff, so they put it in the food.
I thought we were against giving out more of the pots.
I see your argument, but that would take more time, and I don't think we have enough time to go back and do that. Also, it might break my comfort around, but then to be too interested in commerce, unfortunately.
Yeah, but it's food you gotta eat.
All right. As you get to the top of the stairs, you can see out the window from the second floor area. You guys are currently in the kitchen storage area. A lot of non-perishable food items, cooking oil, grain, cheese, wine, salted meats. Give me a perception check in this rather small room.
Oh my goodness. Are we gonna find spices? Because that would be handy.
Distinct lack of spices. That's part of the problem. They don't have a lot of spices.
Perception.
Do you think we could become spice traders and just like totally change this campaign and just
Just
Make
be
a
spice
life.
traders.
bringing them spice?
On an 18 and a 19, Waka and Willa, you're have broken into enough places to see more recent construction and the strength of it. This wall is constructed of wood. It's been put up more recently than the rest. There's presumably more space behind it.
Huh. Well, let's find that extra space. I'm going to inform the party that I think this is a fake wall and it should be torn down.
Well, what really makes a wall fake?
The fact that I don't like it.
It's fair. I'd say you guys
Okay, I
can
will try
burst
to-
through it pretty fucking easily if you all do an athletics together.
Well, that's a lot of extra space. I'll be honest.
All right. This area of the castle appears to be part of the lower battlements. Above you basically there'd be like rooftop and a small lookout area, but there are arrow slits here. Give me another perception check as you move through like this lower defensive platform.
And this would be above the sorting room, right?
Yes, the sorting room is directly below you through a like wooden floor. I don't know why the maps are like rotated 90 degrees with every map, but there you are. Okay. You guys see that part of the old stonework must have been here since the beginning of the castle. Part of it can be moved. There is a secret door there.
Ooh.
Their fake wall.
Oh my goodness. A secret door? We immediately go. I have no self-control to not walk through the secret door.
All right.
I guess I'll follow.
Give me one
Said it was over
second.
here. Walking right through.
Secret.
Yeah.
You guys step through. I'm gonna say, give me a group stealth check.
This is not good.
Let's go.
All right,
Oh, we are killing them.
14.
2.
All right, 18, 25.
Lyral, on the other hand.
All right. The 14 is going to be what matters.
Is it? I thought it was the middle score.
It's whatever the lowest is. Or sorry, the lowest of the three. I thought 14 was the lowest of the three, but 18 is the lowest.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Verse their pass. All right. In that case, you guys are going to be pretty fucking golden here.
You're welcome.
And I'm actually just going to drag you through the wall.
I feel like our stealth checks are 90% of the time just going to rely on...
Hey,
Me.
group checks, great when you have... Group stealth checks are great when you have two rogues. You guys find yourself in a chamber that's clearly in one of the towers. You guys know from the angle, this is the tower where the floor below you is filled with centipedes. You see that there are 7 dragon wings in here. Currently, they're looking outside to see if the castle is under attack because of all the noise. They have not spotted you.
That is
I have a
hilarious.
lot of drag wings.
So-
I'm thinking we just start assassinating.
Everyone is basically going to get a turn here, and then we'll roll into initiative as you completely surprise them. But basically, everyone just go ahead and roll in, and we'll go through the turn order without them acting, and then we'll go through it again.
All right.
I'd like to say that all 2 times today I've remembered to click on myself
Oh, whoops,
first.
I double-clicked, but they should be at a 20.
I liked the 7 better.
Yeah, sorry. Alright. Well, they will... is that everybody? Oh, and Will. Okay, I'll sort it again. Hold on. Okay. In the actual turn order, they will go first. However, we're going to ignore them at first. You guys got the drop on them. And considering all the battles going on outside, and in here we're going to change our music over to some battle music. So we'll go straight into Willa's turn.
Which one?
This guy? Alright.
Yeah.
Go for your shot. This is with advantage, and of course in auto crit anyway. So just don't get double nat ones basically at this point.
That'd be terrible.
Alright, so you're gonna crit him. Okay, so let's see. Gonna be minus 10 overall, but 20 plus 18, 38, 48, and... Oh, he's just way dead. So as you kind of come to see your door, raise the bow, takes him through the back of the head, his mask gets pinned to the wall in front of him. As the others, like, turn around in surprise, kind of hesitating, not knowing whether to reach for weapons. Captain Guppy, you see the first one go down. What do you do?
I so want to just throw all the pot down and yell, scatter! And, and run away. But I don't want to waste my pot. So,
A solid counterpoint.
I'm going to draw... Can I? I mean...
You basically you have a turn to do what you want right now without them interfering.
Okay. So there won't be any attacks of opportunity or anything?
No.
Okay. So...
They're like still mid turning around if they saw a bloody mask get pinned to the wall by an arrow.
Gotcha. I'm gonna come... Actually, I'm gonna come here because I want to get as many attacks of opportunity as I can.
Ooh,
And-
baby. Okay. Love the tactics.
Go ahead and rage.
Boom. Sorry, I tabbed away so I couldn't see for a second. Alright. Oh, tell me that's the... I accidentally closed it earlier,
Yes.
but I'm pretty sure it's the
Yes.
one that I want.
Yes.
Oh my god, this is so brutal. You guys see once again dark black tendrils of magic whip out from Guppy in all directions toward each of the enemies here. Alright. This is big. So first of all, roll a d12 for your temp hit points. 7 plus your levels is 13. So you have 13 temp hit points right now. And your saving throw is 8 plus con plus proficiency. What's your saving throw right now?
You said it's 8 plus con plus proficiency?
Correct.
14.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 14, you said.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna roll all these d20s for you guys to see right here. They have +1 to their con saves. So anything 13 or higher passes, 12 or lower fails. Going left to right. Fail, fail, pass, fail, fail, pass. Go ahead and roll your d12.
Nice.
Okay, all 4 that failed take 9 as the energy is ripped from their bodies.
Excellent.
And I will go ahead and swing at this
Yeah,
guy
you can
here.
still multi-attack. That was literally just still your bonus action.
So I click on the name of the weapon, right?
Correct, yes. Which one are you? The left one? Yeah, that's a hit. Go ahead and click, like, now in the chat box, Great Axe +1. You got it. 15. Alright, the one on your left is now brought to below half. He's bloodied.
Alright. I will attack him again.
Oof, yeah, that's a hit again.
Yeah.
Oh, 9 is exactly the number you needed. You basically, with those 2 attacks, did precisely what he had left after the opener. As you, 2 massive axe chops drop this guy.
So,
Alright, Lyral.
Alright, I'm going to move up. Is each square supposed to be 10 again?
No, I shrunk you guys, so it should still be 5.
Because it's definitely not 5.
yeah, that explains... I was so confused. The 40 looked so short.
It's weird because it's defaulting you guys to the smaller scaled token, but not the smaller scaled grid.
Okay, so it should be... Each should be 5.
Yeah, try now. It should be fine. You're good.
Okay, in that case I can make it up here, which is what my goal was. And then I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Fucking Spirit Guardians. The bane of my existence. Oh, boy.
Yeah, Spirit
It's
Guardians.
defense in range of all of them.
I'm trying to think what Lyral's Guardians would look like. I think, Lyral, you kind of, like, close your eyes and channel the Twilight magic out from you, and you guys begin to see these, like, strange shapes. It looks like the dappled shadows under a tree have taken personal form as your various Twilight spirits manifest.
What was that word? Dabbled?
Dappled. D-A-P-P-L-E-D. It means, like, marked with spots and stuff. Like, marked with spots or rounded patches is the definition I just looked up.
Nice, new word for me.
It's a good word. I really like it.
Yeah, it's a great word.
It was foremost on my mind because I just finished re-listening to all the Ranger's Apprentice books, and boy, does it come up a lot.
That's funny that I wouldn't know the word.
Dude, they say it like every chapter. They're like, oh, the dappled ranger cloak. Okay, so is it when the spell goes off or when they begin their turn in it? Refresh me on the Spirit Guardian.
When they first enter and at the beginning of each turn.
Fuck me. Alright, what's the save?
It is a wisdom save, and my DC is 14.
DC 14. I think their wisdom save is even worse. It is +0. Okay, anything under a 14 here is a fail. Jesus Christ. Alright, this one passes. Everyone else fails.
Okay. Cool.
You guys see the Twilight Spirits activate, leaping forward, and begin engaging all of the dragon wings in, like, hand-to-hand combat.
And the one that failed still takes half damage.
Yeah, so... God, so much AoE damage this fight. Basically, you summon, like, ancestral spirits into a radius around yourself, and when people move into the radius and through it, they start to take damage.
That seems insanely broken.
It's one of the craziest spells in 5e.
Radiant and necrotic?
Or.
It's either or. You have to pick. It's not 26 damage.
Alright. No, I just thought it was like...
Oh, it, like, functioned as both.
Both, yeah.
Yeah, that would be actually insane. I don't know any spell that functions as those two. Alright, that was a beautiful cast for this fight.
And then at the beginning of their turn, they're gonna have to do it again.
Yeah, they're gonna have to make another save. They're gonna have to strike back hard and fast here if they're gonna do any damage to you guys.
Okay. I'll move. Not there. Here. Attack this dragon wing
Alright.
with my sword. 14.
14 exactly hits.
Okay. Let's put level 1 smite with that.
Baby, okay. Okay, it's not the double, yeah. So 13 plus 9 then for 22. Your sword flashes gold for a second as you just cleave into the side of this one's ribs. He gasps, almost having enough time to draw his scimitar during this encounter, but drops before he can.
Okay, I'll attack the next dragon wing below me.
This is a fucking slaughter. That also hits.
Ignore the radiant. That's not supposed to be on, but just 11.
The 11, he manages to live through it.
Okay. Why is that radiant on?
Holy shit.
Not be on.
Okay, all 3 out of 4 are bloodied. The only one that's not bloody right now is the one directly below Lyral. Alright, if that is all, it is Waka's turn.
I'm going to move her,
Oh my god.
stab that one.
Alright, go for your stab.
Oh,
Oof.
That is a
I have
miss.
an inspiration here.
Oh, do you want to use the inspiration?
Yeah.
Alright, go for it, reroll.
It's a beautiful.
Oh,
Oh,
what a reroll!
But doesn't he have assassinate, so wouldn't it not matter? If
At this point, they know they're there. Like, they're not unknown anymore.
Yeah. After everyone else went.
I was about to say, like, they won't crit automatically this time, but you still crit anyway, so...
Wait, hang on. Just for clarification, I thought this was all happening at the same time.
It does all happen at the same time, but, for purposes after an initial... Actually, we didn't do the actual round. Sorry, I was thinking we were in the second round. No, so that he would still be unaware, if you don't want to spend your inspiration.
Yeah.
No, you're absolutely right.
Then yeah, I won't
21 will still hit, though.
Perfect. It'll
Which
be the same damage though.
it would still be 8,
then
but you
like-
also have sneak attack, so 8 plus sneak attack.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's assassinate, so much.
There we go.
Oh yeah, oh my god, 5, 6, 6 on that sneak. You sprint into the combat, rapier goes straight through this one's throat from left to right, as his eyes just go wide and he collapses to the floor.
Excellent. I'm gonna shoot that one as my bonus action.
Oh my god. It's a hit. He is just
That one has-
barely alive.
Nice.
But he
Does
is,
that one work on assassinate? How does assassinate work for
technically it's still the same turn. You can't sneak attack more than once in a turn.
But
And assassinate is basically just super sneak attack.
oh, okay.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure there's FAQs. Well, you can't double assassinate in an opening round.
That'd be
This
awesome.
this has been people have brought this to light before, believe it or not. Okay, So it is their turn. However, the spirits are all around them. So go ahead and roll the damage. Okay,
Ooh.
even if he makes the save, this guy instantly dead. One of the Twilight spirits punches him so hard that the like dappled shadow fist just goes through his head. The other two they both pass. But the bottom left one is barely alive. The only other one left is bloody now. They are going to move in. I think one says to the other here, he's like, take out the caster! Hurry! We can at least hurt them before they get to the rest of us. They both kind of dash towards you, their dragon wings extending as part of their ability, and are both going to double attack with a scimitar. Each of the first from each of them is at advantage. So we're going to start with the left guy, do one advantage, one normal.
Okay. No attacks of opportunity.
No, because it's when you leave people's spaces this time.
Gotcha.
So like he can move into it, but once he like walked away, then you do it.
Okay.
There probably would have been a bunch of them running past you to get to the others, but that didn't matter.
Right.
Like, certainly it was a smart strategy to, like, park yourself there. Okay, first one, the one with advantage, is going to be 19 on the higher one.
Does not hit.
Ooh, that would have been bad. I'm going to roll damage to that in a minute to see what that would have been. Alright, regular attack from him. Nat 20.
Okay.
Luckily, though, his first thing, the Fanatical Swing, does extra damage, and he's not getting that extra damage on this one. However, you do see, while they're doing this, their weapons burst into energy. His is being haloed in a wheel of fire. The other one is lightning. So this is going to be extra fire damage, which I don't know if you're resistant to, but we will see.
I'm not resistant to that now.
Okay, then I need one more dice here. Let's see. That was a very dramatic spinning dice. Okay. 12 fire damage and 7 slashing damage.
Okay.
As the blade cuts through from this side. Now the right one, going in with his Fanatical Swing first. The higher one is a 24, but not a crit.
That does hit.
Alright. In that case, the initial slashing damage... Oh, wait, shit, there's actually a lot more of this. Hold on. Slashing, and then... Okay, I got it. So the slashing is what's increased. The slashing damage by itself is 10.
Okay.
Fire damage is another 4 for 14.
Okay.
Final attack from that one, not with advantage. Jesus Christ, is another crit.
I'm definitely.
He most certainly drops you unconscious.
Yeah.
They basically run up and in a flurry of fire and lightning drop the caster. You guys can tell from like the look in their eyes, their positioning, they're gonna just try to stab him to death on the floor unless they are stopped. Willa. Yeah, the problem with intelligent enemies, they like to kill clerics.
I did make it to the last attack though, so.
That was remarkably seen through, I'm not gonna lie. Because they could have, if that first one had hit, you would already be at negative 2 death saves, because the other guy would have auto-hit you for the last one.
Yeah.
Sorry, Willa, go ahead, though.
That's okay. I would like to steady aim and shoot the closest.
Alright, going for the one by Guppy with advantage from the steady aim. Let's see if this will finish him off, but I suspect that it will. That is a hit, and you get sneak attack. Another... This time, since he's facing you, the mask does not get ripped off, but the arrow kind of pins the mask to his forehead as he drops.
Woohoo!
Anything else?
No, because with steady aim, that's it.
Gotcha, okay. Captain Guppy.
If I ask him a question, can he respond before I have to
Yes.
murder him?
Talking's a free action. So it can't be like a long, drawn-out discussion, but yeah, you can ask him something.
Okay. Would you like to die or cooperate?
Ooh. I'm gonna say, in light of the fact that you guys just wiped 6 dragon wings in front of him in... I'd say since we're halfway through turn 2, approximately 8 seconds. Give me an intimidate with advantage. Beautiful. With the advantage, that is a crit. You see he, like, looks at you, like, that wild fanaticism of, like, this truly insane religious cultist. And as he meets your rage-filled eyes, the clouded anger kind of fades from his, and he drops the scimitar to the ground. The flames kind of scorch the wood before going out, but he puts his hands up above his head. Cooperate.
I'm gonna run over to Lyral and get her up with my hands.
Right. Let me remove this.
Lyral, how much should I give you? Like 10?
Feels good.
Hmm?
Whatever you feel.
I'll give you 10.
And that's going to be a pretty penny of XP, considering you guys killed them so fast. Everyone is going to get 540 XP. Oh, my roll 20
That's nice.
just lagged there for a second, but 540.
If that's what I got.
Okay, there is consensus on the 14705. All right. With the sounds of battle outside and how quickly you finish this, you don't hear anyone coming to the door right away. However, I will say everyone give me a perception check. As you're, like, listening in outside.
I hear my heartbeat in my ears, that's it.
Yeah, Darval, you're coming down from, like, the adrenaline high of combat. Lyral, you're a bit more composed right now as you get brought back up by the healing magic. And just Lyral with over 20. I would say Willa, you hear that the fighting is starting to die down. It sounds like someone's getting control. Lyral, I think on the 24... What language does Lyral speak?
Common, Sylvan, Elven, and Draconic.
Okay. On a 24, you hear a loud curse in Elven, and you know that the only elf here is Born Grey.
Okay,
And you
where
can...
do I hear?
you basically hear, like, you know, in Elven, like curse all of you to the 9 hells. And, then starts to, like, take control of the situation in common as you hear the battle starts to fade.
Okay.
Although presumably this at least means that Dralmorair Born Grey is in the courtyard.
Yeah, the guy with the password, not Resmir, is in the courtyard.
Ooh, good to know.
So that is...
So we could...
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead. You're fine.
We could just go back and ambush him and try to, capture him. But there'd be a lot of witnesses, so I'm not sure that's the right time to do that. Or we could just keep searching around here for Resmir.
We could
Is there a view of the courtyard?
Not from this angle. The courtyard is basically like if you were back in that the hallway over that way. It's still like solid stone between you and the courtyard.
Okay.
Like that 24 over 20 was like you hearing from the windows out here over the walls what's going on.
Okay.
Wait, so is there no can we fly up and look over?
If you want to go out the windows, yeah, you can. This was just like from listening in. If you want to go take a look, you can also do that.
If someone could figure out how many people are still
Good question.
Okay.
Willa could fly over and take a look-see.
That sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
All right. Willa, I'm going to say then if it's just Willa, go ahead and give me a stealth check as you fly over to the courtyard.
And how many people look injured?
You were the only one that got hit.
No, in the courtyard.
Oh,
how many
okay,
people
gotcha.
are dead and how many people are severely injured?
Picking up what you're putting down now, okay. That's beautiful. Alright. They're on alert, so it's not passive. Well, at least for some of them it's passive, some of them it's not. Alright, well, that feels satanic, but the 3 that weren't passive got 666.
Nice.
Take a picture of that. That was actually fucking insane. I'll send it to chat in a minute. You can also tell in the picture how effed my desk is from, like, how many dice rolls I do on here.
You know what? That's just... If your desk doesn't look like that, it's almost a shame.
It's fair. To be fair, it is like a cheap fucking IKEA desk, so it's not like... It wasn't built of strong material to begin with.
You can use it as proof to write it off.
It's true, yeah. Oh, I still need to finish my, like, register as a business process to do that first. Anyway, enough about that. So this guy is still surrendering. I assume you're kind of taking charge of that, Guppy.
Yeah.
But Willa, I'm going to bring you over to the other map. Only Willa's going to be able to see this for a hot second. Come on, roll 20. Just adding in the final death counter. And there should be 2 more bullywug dead. Okay. Looking into the courtyard, a couple things you notice right off the bat. First of all, there's that dragon claw you killed earlier. One of the guard drakes is dead. Lizard folk dead. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lizard folk dead. Far more bullywugs than that. Looks like about half of the troops died in the battle. Maybe a little bit less than half. More importantly, however, I can give you the exact tally in a second. Marching in with a cadre of dragon wings, the level of cultists you guys just fought, you see 2 figures. One, the elf that you are sent here to make sure where he's at. I'll show you guys his art in 1 second. He's taking control of the situation. Where is it? There it is. This is Dralmorair Born Grey.
Isn't that the guy?
That is the guy.
Yeah.
He knows the password.
We
Secondly, next to Dralmorair Born Grey, you see a figure you also know as Bara Joss, the red mage of Thane that was in the caravan. This is the one that left with Resmir.
Has he seen me fight?
Yes, he would have seen you fight.
Okay. Well, when would he have seen me fight?
During the various, like, battles when you were escorting the caravan.
Okay. Sure. Depending on how much we trust him, I could potentially, if I go up on the roof, use Moonbeam to mop up a lot of the injured ones.
It's fair. Assuming that these are the only troops in the castle.
Saying of the ones that are left, I could mop up a number of the injured Bullywugs and Lizard that are down there. Not necessarily all the people in the castle.
Fair.
But it would not be surprising if Isbara figured out that it was me.
If it was Moonbeam, I think he almost certainly would. Or at least would strongly suspect it, because he hasn't seen anyone else cast that spell in a fucking while.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I think I would like to attempt an assassination
Ooh.
for Asbara.
Oh shit.
On
For his
Asbara?
ball.
He's the only one that would recognize
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Alright.
That's a good thinking.
So, currently, I will say, the, like, phalanx of dragon wings there, they would be giving him advantage to your, or, like, basically, they would be removing your advantage from your, being hidden. So it would be a straight shot, but you could still assassinate him.
Those are good luck grunts.
Fair.
Okay. You know how like when you're holding dice, you shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it a lot.
Yeah.
That's what I'm like internally doing right now.
Okay.
And go. Oh.
You do still have your inspiration.
Yeah. This is totally a time for my inspiration.
Oh! Fucking what an inspiration!
Yeah.
Hell yeah! Alright, roll your assassinate damage. That is wild!
I am very, very, very happy with that.
Holy shit.
Oh no, you don't have to do that.
Oh. Oops.
When it actually crits, it'll incorporate.
It autoed,
Oh.
yeah.
If you
Okay.
have a 2 and a 1, you should reroll that one.
Yeah.
Alright, rerolling the 1.
What's a D6?
D8 was one of the ones. So 5 higher than what this is. 12, 22, 32, 37. You fire off the arrow. It goes directly through his cloak. And between the ribs, you see Asbara Joss stagger, but stay up, clutching the arrow. That was 2 shy of his full health. You see,
Is there anything else I can reroll?
you see, like,
Wow.
he coughs and blood goes down his mouth. I'm gonna say, you still have your, like, technically the bonus action hide.
Yeah, let's...
Give me a stealth check. As he, like, pans his eyes, like, up into the sky.
26.
Alright. Let me see what his bonus is for Asbara.
2 off.
There's nothing else I can reroll.
Nah, you can only do it once.
Oh boy. Okay. He has plus... okay. He's got plus 7, so he needs a 19 or a 20. Oh!
Oh no.
Dang! He totally saw it. I know.
Asbara?
Setting our child.
Asbara looks at you. You know that he's clocked you. He looks you straight in the eyes, Willa. As the people start to, like, push him away, like, take cover, take cover. You hear Asbara Joss shout, "Idiots! They went over the east battlements. Go the other way!" And points in the opposite direction of you.
Oh?
He thinks
Oh, you know, she knows he saw. He looked directly into her eyes. He's lying.
he's lying.
Mm.
Huh. Maybe it's good we didn't just kill him.
And then, last thing we're gonna get before we leave for the night here.
Oh, what
As
a
he
cliffhanger.
uses that moment where he, like, gestures broadly at the eastern walls, he does it a little too sweepingly and broadly. It's way too ostentatious. The others don't notice it. But as his hand passes your vicinity, he's gonna hit you with a message spell.
Oh my god.
And you hear, thought your friends might try something like this. I didn't think you had it in you to defeat the people here, but I must admit, came close to killing me.
He's awfully coherent for just having taken so much damage.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, he's a wizard. Mental prowess is his thing.
Isn't he also like a necromancer wizard?
You guys weren't sure exactly what he was. The only spell you ever saw him cast, he did something with fire.
But didn't you say that the wizard group he was a part of were known for being necromancers?
They are, but they're not all specialized as necromancers.
Oh.
So, like, there are, like, abjurers and conjurers and, like, other specialists within his order.
Okay.
But it finally says, if you all can make it, meet me on the second floor of the middle tower. And as, you know, kind of like tunnel vision, this little interaction happens, sound rushes back in for Willow, the cacophony of battle, as he begins to be escorted away by some of the dragon wings. Born Grey is organizing the others, like, getting some to take up the dead, opening up the... let me actually reveal some of them here. Opening up the kennels, which you guys have not gone in yet, the stables of the giant lizards. As he has some of them mount up, you see the lizards, like, full reptile, walk up the walls and over the battlements. And that's where we're going to stop for tonight.
Okay.
Cliffhanger.
Nice. That's a serious cliffhanger right there.
That was an insane series of rolls.
Wow.
That's actually crazy.
Saves by 2 points.
Yeah. All right.
Wow.
Oh man, that he saw me and I got. Oh man.
I can't believe he needed a 19 or 20.
Wow.
And that was after you used an inspiration to fix the miss.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. Which, by the way, it's the second time a rogue used inspiration to turn a miss into a crit.
Oh yeah, we didn't count it earlier, but that did happen earlier.
Yeah.
Yep.
With the other rogue, just saying.
God, the rogues are on point
Something
tonight.
like that.
All right, we shall. I may have something I have to go do, like family stuff next Wednesday, so I might have to move next week. But I will let you guys know either later this week or beginning of next.
Okay.
All right.
Fair enough.
But it'll come. All right.
Oh man, though that cliffhanger for 2
I
whole
know.
weeks.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I hope it doesn't, but we shall see. All right, I will talk to you guys later.
Okay.
Bye.
Peace.
Yeah.
Bye.